And welcome viewers to Salisbury North Oval, and it is Indigenous round, and what a start to the day we've had. We've had an Indigenous lunch for the elders over in the club rooms, and I can tell you right now, it is the best minor round game atmosphere I have seen in 2 decades. You'll get a shot later on of the cars around the ground, the excitement. The game itself, Salisbury North versus Edwardstown. Edwardstown sits 7th, but they're one game equal with top spot. This game's going to be an absolute barn burner. Stay tuned, we'll be back for our dead set game of the round. And welcome viewers to Salisbury North Oval. As we see the smoking ceremony just about to get underway. The B grades gathering round. The final result of the B grade was 10 goals 10, Salisbury North, Edwardstown 8 goals 10. You'll see both teams warming up, heading towards the ceremony on what is a truly special day for the Salisbury North Football Club and our Indigenous communities. I'll speak more about that and some of the amazing guests coming up soon as we just see the start of the ceremony. And what I will do is I'll shut up once they start talking. But just quickly having a look at the actual game of footy itself, it's going to be a big one. These teams sit 7th and 8th, Edwardstown 3 and 2. One game off equal top. Salisbury North 1 and 4, an adjusted 1 and 4, have beaten 2 teams in the top 5. It's the last time we'll talk about that today. It's going to be a huge game. It's anyone's game. It's going to be exciting. And when you get a chance, you'll see there is not a spare seat in the house. Every car park is full. There are thousands in attendance. The community has come together for what is a wonderful day. The second year in a row they've done Indigenous round. My name's Tommy Javor, and it is an absolute honour and a privilege, 1, to have been invited to the Indigenous Elders Lunch, and 2, thanks to David Hood, Simon Warner, for inviting me to be part of this wonderful day and this wonderful ceremony. So we just see everyone gathering around. Of course, what we are going to see, umpires making their way into the position. And what a show of community harmony. Absolutely outstanding. You'll see all the women's team out there, the juniors, all in their Indigenous t-shirts. It's a very proud time to be a part of the northern areas.
Marty, hopefully you're all well. Firstly, I'm going to take the opportunity to welcome and pay respects to the country that we stand on, and welcome you to this part of the country on behalf of all the Garden people, the traditional owners of this land. But also as a local boy from this area we call two countries known as Moriarty Yarka. The traditional owners of this country have lived within these lands for a long time, and today we get to pay respects, acknowledge the ancestors that have gone before us, and welcome you to this part of the country. Manangarlo Tampani Ngarlo Garni Yartan Katikandi, Ngarlo Goyata, Moliaki, Moniata Takandi Kuma. Marojangarlo Kubukiana, Porkana, Kumakanamini, Yalara, Ngarlo Wangandi Mani, Naporting Ngarlo Kuyatana. We welcome you on behalf of our people in our mother tongue language. For people that come from all over the country, from afar locally, you lads that have come down to join us here at Salisbury North, and everybody else that's come from afar to enjoy and celebrate this round. It's an honour for us to welcome you and pay respects to the country, but also to welcome you to the spiritual ancestors to this country to look after and guide you. We provide a smoking and a cleansing to help guide, look after you spiritually, and all the best for the rest of the game and the rest of the afternoon. Thank you everybody for coming out and celebrating an amazing round, especially for our lads in this club. It's a united place, and you can see by the people that come out here in support that reconciliation is the way that we're moving forward, and a nation where we're actually going to be the same. So for us, welcome and enjoy. Nachalia.
And beautiful ceremony there. Well done to both teams, both clubs. And let's have a look at some of the guest commentators I've got lined up. Obviously, Tommy Givell here on my own, but it's a who's who. Now, the Honourable Peter Malinauskas, MP Premier of SA, is an apology. I'm not sure if I've intimidated him. He was at the luncheon, so great for Peter to turn up. But he won't be on commentary. But I have got... All right, now I want to get their titles right out of... respect. The Honourable Katrina Hilliard will be joining me. She's the Minister, the MP and Minister for Sport, Rec and Racing. She's actually done a bit of commentary in the Southern Footy League. I've got Jack Buxton, who did an unbelievable welcome to country today. Had to have him in. He's going to be calling some of the game. It's just stay tuned for that. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. I've got the Federal Minister for Macon, of course, Tony Zappia, lined up. I've got the Mayor of Salisbury, Gillian Aldridge, lined up. I've got Simon Warner, the Chairman of the Salisbury North Football Club. It's a who's who coming into the commentary box today, and some very special people from Salisbury North, as the Mayor's just dropped by right now. I might get you to jump in right. The Mayor of Salisbury. Now, I've just got to get her positioned up. We've got a couple of minutes to kill here, so I am going to get the Mayor in. Just come on this side if you can, please. Sorry. Okay. Just chuck them on. It's fantastic. Thank you for joining me. Now, look, you need no introduction, but you get a pretty good one. I wrote one out for you. So, the Mayor of Salisbury for over 15 years. She was the Deputy Mayor for 7 years. She was and has been a councillor for 35 years. She was a friend of my father, and she's a beautiful woman. Welcome, Gillian Aldridge, the Mayor.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. What a fabulous day, hey? Everyone's here.
Yeah.
Everyone who's anyone's here.
Take us through the luncheon. I mean, wowee for the
Oh,
Elves.
well, I mean, our Premier is just the most exciting person. I just think he's amazing. And Kai and Mara, and of course, all of the Honourable Zoe and the Honourable Katrina. I mean, they are just so dedicated, committed to this kind of thing. And of course, how lucky is most of these First Nation people who played football, really good ones, started here.
Oh, well, to who's who? And I mean, you're cutting into my stats for later on. Wanganeen, Tongaree, Bond, O'Loughlin. Over 801 games of AFL experience. I was lucky enough to have Eugene Warrior on Between the Posts during the week. We're talking AFL premierships, Brownlow medals, life memberships, Indigenous Team of the Centuries. They are some of the greatest footballers this country's ever seen.
Absolutely.
So,
and how proud are we? It all started here in Salisbury.
As the Mayor, you must be poking your chest out today. I'm not sure if ladies poke their chest out. Men certainly do when they get proud.
Yeah.
But you could be proud of what is happening in your council area.
Look, and you have to thank people like Hoodie. I mean, he's just an amazing guy. But all the volunteers that for years have kept this club going and have been absolutely committed to these kids.
Yeah. And look, there's a lot of great young Indigenous talent coming through. There's a young fella who was meant to play today, Angus Vandenberg, who's been called up to the Centrals under-18s. But it's going to be an exciting game. Now, I'd ask you for a tip, Mayor, but I guess you're going to say Salisbury North.
Well, I'm going to say Salisbury North.
No worries.
No question, they're the best.
Right. Now, I'm going to have to apologise to our viewers. I haven't had a chance to catch up with the manager of the Edwardstown Footy Club. I think he might be coming over so I can check off some names, so I'm not calling blokes the wrong names. Hopefully he's going to drop a team sheet off for me. So I'm going to take the play-by-play. Mrs. Mayor, you're going to take the special comments and let's strap ourselves in. How good's the crowd here as well?
Oh, it's fantastic, considering the weather's not the best. But it's everyone's here. They don't mind getting a bit wet. It's worth it.
No, it's going to be absolutely sensational. I'll let you just start. I'm just going to have a quick chat to this gentleman here. Have you got a team sheet I can have, mate? No, I don't. Can I just... Salisbury North and Edwardstown who provided player lists for me to make sure I'm calling the right names there. Looking all good there. I've even got a couple of nicknames. More, if they're out, that's not going to matter. Charlie Kiddo's gone to West, which is a big out, but as the play... I'm going to watch the play here. Thank you, sir. First tap to Edwardstown. Ball spills at ground level. Edwardstown will get the first clearance. It's a quick left foot to half forward. They take the ball, take possession. Good, strong tackle. I expect we'll see plenty of that, but the umpire finds a free early. We'll just let the play settle a bit here. What do I call you? Do I call you Mrs. Mayor? Do I call you Gillian? Or Gillian is fine. All right, Edwardstown. Chain of handballs here, releasing. Take us a while to get to know some of these players. It's going to be hot in the kitchen early. Salisbury North, quick kick off the tackle. First to the ball there. Ball spilling at ground level. It's a tight contest early. How good is this? Grassroots footy at its finest. No quarter given, none asked. High ball here. Best position is the Salisbury North defender. Spills at ground level. No one getting an easy kick as a quick barrel comes out. That might be Cooper Wilson is on the wing. Lucky enough to coach Cooper Wilson. He'll let him go. He'll shake and bake all day. Gives it to the big fella, the ruckman. Interesting play there by Geordie O'Brien, former Centrals player, as the ball spills out on the wing. You must be proud of all your clubs in the Salisbury area because you've got a lot of great ones. Of course, the Salisbury Footy Club.
We've got amazing clubs, and again, I thank all those volunteers that for years they wouldn't be such great clubs without them being so dedicated and passionate about the kids out there. And I say kids because they start as kids and then they grow up in the club, and amazing, just amazing. Look, Jack Buckskin, I've watched him grow. He's one of the most outstanding guys I've ever met.
What an incredibly spoken gentleman he is. Again, you can learn so much if you just shut your mouth and open your ears sometimes. And listening to Jack speak was just phenomenal for me. My education lifted. So you're spot on there, Gillian. So what Salisbury North have done behind the scenes this year through David Hood, Simon Warner, Bo Green, Damien McBride, is they've put together a committee, and we've been working very hard on junior football. And they've built the foundation with their Auskick and their juniors. And look, their plan is to get to Division 1, and I'm sure...
they will be reaping the rewards for it.
Certainly. You put your time into the juniors. The ball spills at ground level. Looked like it might have been in the back there. Umpire, no sense of occasion, gives the free kick to Edwardstown. And this is a huge game. I probably haven't talked it up too much. As I said, Edwardstown 7th, Salisbury North 8th. The winner, it's a crucial game for both clubs. Salisbury North absolutely need to win this to keep in touch, and we'll have a bowl in 45 minutes around. Also, I didn't quite get a chance to welcome my production team on me. We've got the Division 1 Stream Team van today. That's how good it is. I've got Will, the producer. Is that correct? I got his name. And who's on the roof? Maday's on the roof taking some great shots, and he's going to brave the rain while I'm in here with the dignitaries. Ball spills, ground level. Chain of handballs from Edwardstown. They look sharp early, they look slick. It's impressive play by Matthew Tuck. Matthew Tuck goes along deep in the forward line, but again, the pressure's there, and the ball will spill out of bounds. I think, the ball stays in. Quick chain of handballs from Salisbury North. Again, the pressure's intense. Each mistake causes a turnover, and the ball is out on the near side, 45 metres around from the Edwardstown goal. Salisbury North player appeals for last touch. The umpires will now convert. And of course, I'm going to be joined this quarter by one Katrina Hilliard, I believe. Looking forward to that. So, tell us about your relationship. So I've got you. I know you're a busy lady.
No, tell me.
Tell me about your relationship with the federals and with the state government as a mayor. How does that work? How do we work together?
We've got just the best. I mean, most of the ministers that are out here in Salisbury, and I just think I love the fact that the Premier's out here in a market this morning and out here in this afternoon watching the game that he's absolutely committed to. We have a really good relationship because a lot of the local federal and state guys work with us all the time, so couldn't ask for better. They really look after us.
And I think a lot of it comes back to communication and care. And obviously, you were friends with my dad. I think you used to use one of our houses as one of your meeting points back in the day.
Oh, we did. We were good mates. and Nike, his puppy dog.
Oh, yeah, Blondie.
Yeah.
We changed her name to Blondie because she's playing Salisbury North. Have a flying shot at goal, and it's marked down there by Edwardstown. Of course, he passed 10 years ago. He spoke so incredibly highly of you, and then. I just want to pay credit to you as well. 4 years ago, I rang you just with an issue, and you rang me straight back. I couldn't believe that the mayor took time to ring me back. Went through the message bank. I never got back to you in the end, but it just showed me the quality of person. You never forget the people, the locals who make the community.
Oh, look, I have to tell you that I'm the most privileged person alive because I work with the most amazing people, and my community, the Salisbury community, is just one of the best communities out. Real people, down-to-earth people who are always there for each other. Couldn't ask for a better job.
It certainly is. As the ball's just gone out of bounds there, and Edwardstown will take it. It's tied early. It's still 0-0 in the 5th minute of the game. It'd be interesting. I don't think this one will break open too early. It's going to be a tight game all day. Do have a lot of impaired areas. There's a lot of marquees up. I really can't stress how big a crowd it is for the weather. You won't see a lot of people out of their cars, but all the way around the ground. You can see the marquees now. There's 6 sets of marquees. I was down there and spoke to the C-grade boys. They offered me an interview in their native tongue, which is West End. I politely declined, but they are having a great time. And now it has been an absolute pleasure to have you on, Gillian, but it is time now for the Minister for Sport, Rec and
the perfect
Racing
person
to come in and share.
Person.
And I'm going to make her do some play-by. So thank you very much for today.
My pleasure.
And thank you for being a part of it.
Enjoy, viewers.
Thank you. All right, I'm just going to call some play now as the play. Thank you. Down on the full forward line, Salisbury North, falling mark, not taken. They should clear it though. They look to go cross goal. And so it's just 1 point there. All right. Flying shot there, not quite reaping the rewards, but nonetheless, our first score of the day, it is Salisbury North 1 and Edwardstown 0. And just chuck them on. And I could say the Minister for Sport, Rec and Racing or the live stream commentator from the Southern Footy League. Either way, it's Katrina Hilliard. Welcome.
Oh, thank you very much for having me, and hello to all of your listeners. What an absolutely brilliant day.
Yours, and I have no doubt, with the immense crowd we've got, and over in the club rooms, there's hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 people. They'll all be watching the stream later on, because a lot of our viewers do watch it later. We get thousands of viewers post-event, because a lot of the people that are at the event, and hopefully we haven't got a lot of the play yet, so I'm not probably doing that justice. As Edwardstown shake and bake to the outside.
Wow, here's
Quick
a chance.
movement, number 26. Who is that? That is
number 26, Ebert.
Flying shot, just misses. Oh, that was nearly a chance for our player of the day. And now, you are a former Edwardstown girls player, is that right?
I had 1 season, and 1 season only, back in the Sawful days, and I also played for a year for my high school, Plimpton High School. And it's probably actually better that I describe my playing as participation rather than play,
Well,
I think.
Always a chain of kicks there from Edwardstown. It was Ebert leading to the man they call the Ram, Phil Hopton, and now it's a very tight shot in the pocket, and it's going to be Jack Horgan looking to bring up Edwardstown's first goal of the day. You did tell a great story. We'll come back to that. He's got on the left foot, check side, banana!
Is that through?
No, at 1 point.
Just
Game.
the behind.
Edwardstown too. I'm going to tell your story very quickly. In your first game, you were that excited. You put the deep heat. No, you put the sticky stuff on your arms and you put the oil on your
my
hands.
Things went as if they weren't going to go poorly already. They went horribly poorly from there.
Well, my mum told me, make sure you behave yourself on this broadcast. But I'm going to tell you, I won't go into details. The day I put deep heat down way too low on my back, and it went through the unknown onto the protected area. And
no good.
No worries. I'm going to let you call the play just for a second.
Okay, so I'm just trying to see who we have here. I can't quite read the numbers from here, but what I can say is that Salisbury North kicking it back almost to the centre there along the wing. And they keep, out of bounds. Another throw in.
Yep, that was
Thought they were going to, it's a bit of movement forward there, which is
Jack
good.
Kelly there.
Jack Kelly.
Just making the play of the ball. And I think it might be a good day for the small men today. It's going to be slippery out there by the looks of it. Conditions tough. I think 8 to 10 goals will win.
I think we're going to get a bit more rain too, so that's going to, I think some early goals will be excellent if the rain does start to pour down.
Yeah. I'm just going to call on the Towns. Their hands have looked good early. They've been hitting the target, but this time now it's a release handball overlap to Salisbury North.
Here's a chance.
Moving forward, just kick out into space for Edwardstown. When it's your turn to go, you go, and the defender came up and met the ball. We've got a lot of marquees now, haven't we? Good contest.
There we go, number 2.
Brody Wagner, the Rocket.
The Rocket.
But the Rocket doesn't take off. His kick was smothered by Michael Roberts, and well done, Edwardstown.
Nice. There we go.
I played for about 25 years. I had 2 smothers in my career. So
Who did you play for?
A Walkerville Payneham Norwood
Cats.
Union with the 2. Yes, the Catter. I'm a Catter from way back.
Yep. And then did you say Norwood Union or?
Yeah, Payneham Norwood Union. Yep, life member there.
My husband played there. He played for Norwood Union at some
back
point?
in the day.
Back in the day?
Oh, they were a rough mob.
Yes, indeed. So he tells me.
Yeah, so.
He was a solid B grade player.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Loved it.
And
here we go. A bit of forward momentum there with Salisbury North. They're continuing on, just keeping it inside. Oh, great mark. Great mark. Playing on. Here's a chance. Held up there by the Towns.
You have done this before, Lucilia. So I don't want to specifically talk politics. I want to talk about today. Your thoughts on the lunch, and it was phenomenal.
Oh, it was absolutely brilliant. And can I start by absolutely thanking Jack for his beautiful welcome to country, and also can I say thank you to everybody from the Footy Club who put the day together. It's the start of Reconciliation Week, and I think that one of the many things for us to reflect on during Reconciliation Week is how we can all have conversations and take actions to truly advance us toward reconciliation. And I think what Salisbury North have done here today is absolutely outstanding in terms of bringing community together to reflect on reconciliation, really importantly to reflect on the voice and to have the conversations we need to have. As I said at the lunch, 23 sporting codes across Australia came out this morning and declared their support for the voice, which is absolutely brilliant. Now for local clubs to be absolutely leading those conversations is incredibly important, and that was just brilliant in there today. And just also that sense of community family here at this club is pretty extraordinary. Yeah,
and for me, society, the penny's starting to drop. It's just starting to drop. I know I'm an full-time employee of the Sandful, and we've worked with one on long. I believe on Tuesday we officially release our RAP plan, our reconciliation plan.
Oh, fantastic!
So they've taken some serious time to put that together properly.
Excellent.
And again, it's an awareness. I know we've got a smoking ceremony. We've got a team day on Tuesday with a smoking ceremony. And again, it's just opening people's eyes so they understand.
Yeah, and sport is powerful. It's revered in Australia, and the leadership in sport, its power to shift attitudes, bring people together, and to lead on these absolutely, fundamental issues is just so important. So it's great to hear that, and it's just been, I've just loved every minute of today. It's been such a pleasure.
It's certainly the vehicle that's driving it. For those of you watching, we are obviously not calling the play-by-play. You can see the play. I just feel like there's a more important message out there today.
Yes.
Obviously, it's still 2-1. It's a tight game, and respect to the players out there giving their all for their clubs.
Absolutely.
But these conversations is just absolutely crucial. And about 5 minutes' time, I'm going to have Jack Buxton, who you said did the Welcome to Country, and
such a beautiful leader,
yeah.
such a brilliant leader.
Yeah.
And I understand a superstar footballer here.
I'll be interested to ask him. So, and it's great as well. Just two men in front of us, Eugene Morey and Damien McBride, just two absolute
superstars.
Cornerstones. Of community. Damien coached at Centrals with me. Macca coached. His son was meant to play today. He got called up to Centrals 18s as well. It's
okay.
I think people. Every footy club has 1,000 stories and 100 amazing people, and it goes deep. So it's free kick there to Salisbury North.
The thing is people like Eugene and Jack and others. They are leaders here at the footy, but they are just incredible leaders right across our state, and they are. I think give a lot of people, bring us together, but also just really, I think, lead the way in terms of young people, seeing them and their leadership and standing up for things and bringing people together in this way. It's great.
Jana Hambles, they've just fumbled on the third handle there. It looks like they're out. Started with Callum Hay.
Oh, here we go.
Good football here. Again, just missing the target with the handle. Allows the pressure, and I think we'll have a ball up across half forward. Maybe the umpire swarming. No,
I think we've got the marquee just in front of goals there.
Yeah. Which is, it's great that our cameraman on the roof doing a great job getting all the pictures for you. We're actually a little bit obscured at the moment. We do have a monitor there, though. So
I probably don't need to stay with myself twisted around to try and look out
when
there.
I'm commentating, I point sometimes. So
yeah, I understand. I really do.
Good ball movement by Salisbury North. Just a fit of the fumbles there. That forces a quick high up and under kick.
Is that going to go out? I think that's just out.
Bobby.
I know, we're in.
Go to the screen.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't have this in our commentary van in the south, so I'm...
Jack Horgan offering plenty, gets the ball to the open
side
outside.
This is a chance.
Nice release, Hamble. There's that upturn. Jason Dunstan would be furious with Phil Upton there. Had a chance to straighten, I think, but he's a right footer and he was running away from goals.
Yeah.
And Edwardstown...
Another behind.
Yeah, Edwardstown probably with the play early 3 points to 1, but not quite doing the damage they thought. Quick kick out.
As I said, I think anyone who gets a few early goals, once this ground gets muddier and the rain starts to come down heavier, I think that will be very, very handy.
Speaking of the ground, how fabulous are... So the Aboriginal colours are painted on the 50-metre line. You've got the flags. You've got the centre circle.
And the Guernseys. The Guernseys are just beautiful. I'm sure Jack will talk about those as well, but absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I'll make a note of that. I nearly would have forgotten that one. They've...
Oh, here we go. Now,
this way, Malachi. We know Malachi, don't we? He's kicked 7 goals this year.
We do Malachi, and also I went to high school with his mum.
Okay.
And my son has played basketball against Malachi, and he, as well as being a brilliant footballer, is an absolutely brilliant basketballer as well.
He possesses that magic, that footwork.
He's just brilliant. Very strong and athletic. Amazing.
Yeah. Early doors here. It's 15 minutes in. Still no goals. Edwardstown deep down to half forward. High up and under kick. A hit and hope, really, at ground level. It looks like Salisbury North with the numbers. I am struggling a little bit to get to know some of these names. It is a bit tricky. The ball's been over the other side a lot of the play. And the ball is
a bit hard to see, isn't it?
Might be
across.
Costanzo at ground level. He's taken high, I think. And the umpire says, no, I'll have a ball up right on the centre square there. Miss Hilliard, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you on.
It's been so lovely to join you. And thank you so much for doing this. It's great to, I think, for people to be able to listen in and to see and be part of the game if they're not here as well.
As soon as I was given the opportunity, David Wood approached me. He approached the league. Oh, Cooper Wilson. He floated back like Superman. But he's given away a free. But didn't he as soon as I was offered the opportunity, I do the Div 1 game of the round. This is better than one of the greatest minor round games I've been at, just for the feel, the vibe. Even, it's grassroots footy and we love it, and it's community. So
absolutely. And can I just say thank you again to everybody here at Salisbury North for just such an incredibly special day. I'm going to go and put it in my diary for each year. I was going to say as well that next weekend, if anyone is in the south as well, Sullivan Beach Lonsdale are hosting a reconciliation round as well.
Absolutely brilliant. OSB Lonsdale.
Yep.
So their home ground?
Yep.
Is they,
Sheriff's Road.
Yeah,
Sheriff's
okay.
Road.
Is that the primary school still?
Yeah, just in front.
Yeah. I used to work down the bay. That was one of my clubs.
Okay.
So,
but Salisbury North, just thank you. This has made me so happy to be here. Thank you, and thanks for having me on.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Added to the broadcast, absolutely outstanding.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Jack Buck's going to be joining us momentarily, as I just call the play. I'll probably... Thank you so much. Just half forward here for... Edwardstown here. It's 3-1, 17-minute mark. All going good, Mr. Producer. He's happy. He's giving me the nod. Okay, as we've got commentators rolling in and out. This is fantastic. I thought I might be alone all day. Leading the ball is the Salisbury North fullback. They'll go this way, that way. Quick tackle. Cooper Wilson, he's been in everything early. Stands out with his long hair. Probably the fact I coached him last year. I know him. Easy for me to pick him up when he's got the ball. But it'll be a Salisbury North free kick at true centre-half back position. Comes right in front of us here. Nearson. Oh, what a fly. Geordie O'Brien. He got up. He got higher than Haley's Comet. Ball down forward here. Looking for it is Wellington. Stevie Wellington with 7 goals this year. The man they call Wello. He's a lefty. Puts it out in front. First real quality forward entry. And they'll take a shot. 45. Oh, he's thinking 45 metres out. Directly in front. He goes. Bang. And it is just... got the chocolates. It's Paul Dryman. He goes bang. He gets his first, and it's the first goal of the day. Salisbury North, 1 goal, 7. Edwardstown, 3 points. Well done to Paulie Dryman there. Good goal. Beautifully done. I've lost Jack. Jack's falling in a hole, but we will be joined momentarily by Jack Buckskin. Come on in, mate. Fantastic. All right. Have a seat. Of course, I've got, I'm going to call him a superstar in my book. Jack Buckskin, welcome to the broadcast, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Nice. Now, we're going to talk all about the luncheon. We've done all of that. We're just going to call the play for it, mate, because you're a player, and I'm struggling to pick up the players. So you give us some calls, mate.
We'll see how we go. I don't know any of the Edwardstown boys, but
they're there
I'm a B grader, so let's see how we go. We got Izzy Glancy coming through the middle. Hands balls it forward, out to Geordie. Geordie out wide again. Buzzer running from full back. Gives it back to Izzy Glancy.
Oh.
Coughs it up. Here's a turnover, going back in.
That was Alexander Moore. Moore goes down forward. Again, it's tight and tough early. There's no easy touches there. Oh, nice overlap. He's been all right, this one here. It's Ebert, isn't it? Number 6. It's Horgan, Horgan with the left foot down into the pocket. Puts in for the little fella.
He is.
This way, that away.
He
spins. He has a little look.
That
is sensational play. Ollie Ebert, how about that? He's got on the right. Looked ugly off the boot, but credit where it's due. You don't look at the mantelpiece when you're stoking the fire. That'll be in the paper tomorrow.
You got to take a goal where you can.
1-3-9 plays 1-1-7. Look, mate, where do I start? We've got a break in play. Tell us a little bit about your history at the Salisbury North Footy Club.
So I came out here in under 17s, played a bit of junior footy, left. I'm a Kilburn boy. I came from Kilburn. Played most of my seniors there. Came back out here about 2011. Been here for about 10 years now. Stuck on 98 games. And I did my knee last week, so it's going to take a while to get to the 100. But yeah, it's a good family club. My son plays here. My daughter plays here. Good family club.
Fantastic. Always have a secondary ball up. It's going to be a tough one out there today as well. And you said you're a bit of a B grader where the Bees got up by 2 goals, so good win.
They got up, yeah. They were coming, though. The Towners were coming. Got a little exciting at the end.
They sure were. As Edwardstown, they've looked good with their handball early. Schiller's had the ball. He gives off. Beautiful left foot. It's not actually a beautiful left foot. It's an ineffective left foot. And it was chopped off well there by two dads, Jack Prosser, the man they call Baz, I'm told.
Baz, yeah.
I've been given all these nicknames. I never know if I'm being stitched up with the nicknames. Big fly there. That was a Dryman, the goal scorer, and they get it, and they overlap, and they're off.
Got the space on the wing. He even
Jack
has
Kelly.
a bounce.
Kelly on the inboard. He's probably got the loose plays at the big ruckman there. It is. Plorts, the ruck. He's about 55 metres out, too far out for any ruckman. Nice looking kick, though. But Edwardstown up for the spoil. You're
Got
using the
got
monitor a lot
numbers.
better. Yeah, you're using the monitor better than our sports minister. She couldn't pick that up.
I can see more of it here than what we're seeing out on the oval.
Oh, Malachi. Was that Malachi?
Don Costanzo.
Oh, Costanzo. Yeah.
Bit of courage there.
The young fella, Baby D, or Deezer as they call him.
This guy's got a lot of nicknames. He can call you anything. I think he prefers God.
Oh dear. We'll leave that one alone. I think he came through the ranks. He'd be only about 19 years old, wouldn't he?
They're all young lads out here, I reckon.
Yep. Except Cal Hay. Cal Hay's still out there. Oh, this way, that way, zip zap. Still gets plenty of purchase on the kick to the teeth of goals. They fly.
It's a hot spot.
Oh, well read. It's a hot
Wagner.
kick. Is it? Was it Johan? Not
Yeah,
Johan.
that's Wagner.
Jake Wagner, the man
Jake
they call
Wagner.
Wags. Front and centre, mate. Cometh the man, cometh the moment. He got to the right spot.
Kicked 18 a couple of weeks ago. 18 straight.
In a game.
He kicked 18 straight in the twos against North Haven.
Behave
Not
yourself.
a, not a single point.
He kicked 18 goals in a game of footy.
18 goals straight. I think Papey ended up with 8, and that wasn't even good enough. Not when you got somebody kicking 18.
How does that miss? I mean, obviously, someone between the posts and community bounce. How did that not get in there? 18 goals in a game. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Yeah, exactly. And he got demoted to the A grade.
Oh, this is why we like it. Now, mate, you spoke, I want to make sure I say the right thing here. You spoke in Aboriginal tongue?
Yeah. So
Can you call someone to play for us, please?
This is going to get a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Pani Tartado La Waranga. Ganango. Oh, Wello. Wello lets him go there. Nah, that's a bit difficult when it goes. You can't even call this in English, let alone the ball's like all over the ground like a ping pong ball.
Crack, mate. Of course. Can you tell us your name?
So Jack Buckskin is my name.
Yep.
I've been teaching language and culture for about 16 years.
Yep.
Best part of 20 years. It's been something that's enjoyable. I enjoy what I do. I think when I started, nobody knew even who Garner were, let alone knew any language. So, it's what I do.
And how do you say your name?
Ganya. People call me Ganya. That's my Aboriginal name, but Jack's easy for people to say. Means the rock. So
the rock.
It's a bit embarrassing when your name's the rock in this day and age.
Full forward here. Malachi,
Mally.
too strong. Just held the drop zone there beautifully. Too good for his opponent. I think it might have been Brad Horgan, was it?
There's a little nudge. Nudge.
Oh, yeah, in the side. You like that. And he'll be lining up for his 10th goal of the year, Malachi Armat. So he's been a good. He'd be about 40 metres out directly in front. Yes, you're spot on, mate. Back in, we'll come back to this. Just following on from your point, as Malachi lines up 40 metres out directly in front. Can you do this one for us?
Yeah, here he goes. He's a good kick, this lad. I'd back him. Slides it to the right. Slides it to the right. I'm not backing him anymore.
You know, back in. I think it was 2007. I used to work for Rec and Sport. I got sent to Ghana Plains School, just around the corner, up the road in the Essentials. And I rang and I said, "What the hell is Karuna Plains?" It's like, no, it's Ghana. I was like, I was so embarrassed. But it's all about that education piece. We're all learning, aren't we?
Oh, definitely. Like a lot of people don't realise Aboriginal people only really been part of the mainstream Western society since 1972. After the 67 referendum. So, it's still very new for our society to develop together, and now we're finally in the stage where we can start the education and training. Yeah,
and look, I'm obviously a white Australian male, mate, but I've always felt like I had, I've always had Aboriginal friends. I've always, some of my closest friends are Aboriginal, but my wife teaches Aboriginal history, and the things she's been able to teach me that I just didn't understand, it's amazing. There's so much history there. I think it should be taught in all schools, all grades. It's our wonderful history, and days like today gives us an opportunity to educate.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like in the smallest way. A lot of our guys, and I know our club is really big on this. Like this is our second Indigenous round, where our club is. Probably felt like it's never needed it. It's always had a very strong heritage with Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people. So yeah, I guess it's something I've worked many times, and I understand the Sandford and stuff have just gone through their reconciliation plan. And I've spent good 10 years giving people exposure to Aboriginal language, culture. Our club has had a lot of exposure from very early on. And I think it's definitely coming on a long way. We're breaking down those barriers, and some of the boys learn so much more informally than through any training, and you become a brotherhood when you play together on a footy field, and you genuinely want to know who people are that you're playing with.
Beautifully said, mate. Let's have a little look at the quarter. It was one of the all-time shortest quarters of all time. Not much scoring. 22 minutes 39 it went for. Salisbury North 2-2-14 play Edwardstown 1-3-9. Goal kickers for Salisbury North, Paul Dryman and Jake Wagner. Whilst for Edwardstown, I wrote it down, it was Oliver Ebert, number 26. Mate, I've been chatting to some amazing guests, so I actually probably didn't catch as much play as I would have hoped. As we just have a look at look at all the cars. How good a shot is this? Everyone's got their, the seats are out all the way around the ground. Great shots there from our cameraman. There's not a space in the place.
You're not getting a spot here. You're going to be parking out on the streets if you're coming and working your way down here now. We're going to be here for a while. The women are after this. So
quadruple header.
Yeah, if you still want to work your way down, I'm sure there's space down the road somewhere.
And have you got one of these wristbands on, one of these blue wristbands?
I didn't get myself a wristband. What do I get for that?
Oh, everything's free with a wristband.
Well, hopefully I get some free
I
stuff
tend
as
not
well.
to miss. I'm on the waters at the moment.
I unfortunately miss out on even getting the Guernsey this year. I did my injury last week and don't even get to wear one of those.
Now, that was going to be my next question. Beautifully spoken. Tell us about the Guernsey and the design, please.
Yeah, so the designs was a collaboration with Shane Cook, who's an amazing artist based here in Adelaide. His family's from Queensland, lived in Adelaide all his life. He's a graphic artist. He does a lot of digital murals. You name it, this guy can do anything, tattoos. We sat at home and just had a conversation about what we want to put into this design, about the River Torrens, not the River Torrens, but the Parra River is significant to a lot of the local northern footy clubs out here.
What colour is it these days?
It's represented the colour that it is. So through the middle of our Guernsey, you see the yellow river. That's pretty much what you're going to get. But it's and there's lots of different pathways and connections and meeting points, and they all overlap and connect up with each other, and that's what we try to represent. That we come from different places, we overlap, cross people's paths and lives, and when we connect together. And the handprints on the slash is about people that go before us have left an imprint into this club. Even players like myself are standing here today. Hopefully wanting to leave our imprint as well. It's our second Guernsey. It's the first one was more paying respects to a lot of the past players and it was incorporating all the past players' names to the Guernsey. This one is a bit more about where the club is at, about joining those two communities and families and moving towards a better future.
Fantastic, mate. Now let's have a little look at the first quarter. It was 5 points to Salisbury North. Looking at the midfield rotation, you've got Big Clawton in ruck with O'Brien, McIntyre, Costanzo. All had pretty good quarters. I thought Cooper Wilson on the near wing gave his all. Are there better players for you?
Yeah, I've been looking at some of the younger lads. Sammy Marciano, he's only a junior, only about 17 years old. He's a big lad. You wouldn't be able to pick him out there.
Wearing number 17
Number 17. He floats around and he's very quiet, but he
who's
lets
on
his...
screen right now, by the way? Sorry to jump in, but who's that?
So this is all the Saws. This is all the C grade lads. Their
that's
wives.
So I went past the C grade tent and they politely offered me for an interview. They're going to come over in the last quarter when they've had a couple of courage.
There's a few there. The ladies were floating around. I think they're getting a little excited. I think they're starting to get ready, but they were all over there as well. This is their first year.
How good.
So they're out there. Some having a kick out there with their family.
Yep.
Of
course,
they've done pretty good.
Juniors will play tomorrow all day here, and then you've got the small junior ground. You've got Andrew Ross doing the Oz kick on a Wednesday night at 4:30. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, lots of numbers. My youngest lad plays soccer, not like my older two. They play footy out here. My other one plays soccer. And he's seen how big and how fun the Oz kick is, and now he wants to get involved. So
still plenty of spots, mate. Plenty of spots.
Get him in. I say.
Rossi's got about 30 little ones running around. That feeds into our 7s, 8s, and 9s here. And Damien McBride and Bo Green work with me. Obviously, I'm based at Centrals and North, and they just do an unbelievable job. Two of the best. Recently, we had Port Power here. And the boys and girls got to play on Adelaide Oval, which would have been a real thrill for them, mate. But this one here. Edwardstown, pretty impressive early on, to be honest with you. Their hands look pretty slick and they look like a well-drilled unit.
Yeah, I think a lack of handballs. They're playing direct wet weather footy. I think that's Salisbury North have moved a little bit away from what you would do in wet weather, and a little bit too many handballs. And have paid. Edwardstown have made them pay.
Yep. Of course, I've mentioned it. Edwardstown's 3-2 on in 7th. Salisbury North 1-4. Adjusted. I don't want to talk about it, but Salisbury North have beaten 2 teams in the top 5. So it's a huge clash in the shape of the season, as we're going to be 1/3 of the way through, and you can't leave to later what you can do now. So this second quarter is going to be massive.
Yep, looking forward to the start of the second. I think we're starting a little bit better than we did last year. I think that was 0-6 last year, Salisbury North.
Yep.
And left it a little bit too late. So hopefully they make a change this year.
Simon Warner just looking sheepishly because he's going to be on in about 5. You able to go
the old skip. That's his. That's
do you want to hear a quick
knows.
Simon Warner story?
I love it.
97. I played with him at Walkerville. I'm on one full flank. He's on the other. He's just been released from North. I said, "Which side do you want, boss?" He's like, "I'll take both sides, mate."
Left foot, right foot doesn't matter.
He was
everywhere. Just get on your good side.
Jeez, he could play back in the day. Couldn't he?
I snuck in a couple of games with him. The old boy.
Yeah, he don't sleep. Can we on in 5, Simon? On in 5, just he's going alright at the moment. He did a little bit.
Nah, that's too hard. That stuff. Yeah.
We tried. We did try.
Yeah, there we go. Like, there's no Youngwell radio over here.
We'll start off with the second. In the middle, we got Costanzo, O'Brien, and McIntyre and Claughton. As Claughton wins the tap, they go. They look for the quick release. The umpire says that's a free kick, holding, and it'll go the way of Edwardstown. No, you can't play that on. They have played that on. That's ridiculous.
I think everybody stopped.
Everybody stopped, including the other umpire. And now they've got a flying shot at goal from 30 metres out. And I tell you what, it's not bad off the boot. That is a ring-a-ding-ding beauty. He is celebrating like he has won lotto, and why wouldn't you? Number 52.
Hey, he snuck that one in, didn't he?
Might have been number 62, was it? Alexander Moore? I think it might have been Alexander Moore. I'll tell you, I'm going to give it to him. And you've got to play the whistle, don't you?
That's a fair kick from there. Like, I'll take any goal I can. And this is coming from a backman, mate. He should have done a backflip, I reckon. I think it happened in the B grade, didn't it?
Did someone do a backflip?
Somebody did a backflip after a goal.
It looked like Salisbury North had the centre break there, but umpire found a free. 35 players stopped. Alexander Moore didn't, and he's got the goal. So, well done. As we see, Big Claughton going up against the Edwardstown Ruckman in Scott Rosenwig. This time, they get the clearance, Salisbury North, on the outer side. Just spills past the player. Edwardstown should be first on the scene. Strong tackle, goes to ground. That's holding the chutney, umpire. Oh. That
was clever tackle.
Yep. It was.
There we go, Malachi, 2-on-1 down here in the forward line, Salisbury North forward lines. Edwardstown worked it out nice, another handball. Get that big clearing kick. Claughton's on the lead, look at him go. Go, big boy.
Oh, nice little touch, clever.
Yeah, you don't have to bend over, just tap it on.
Yeah, Glancy goes in board, looks for the 45 kick. Edwardstown read it well though. The spoil at ground level, well read there by Jack Kelly. He's been okay early. The ball will come at ground level again. Again, it's a tight contest, they flick it out. Jana hands, and they just keep pushing it forward, but Salisbury North should be first to the ball here. Well, he's taken without it, but the umpire sees nothing. Quick kick around the corner. Oh, Edwardstown back there.
Numbers back. Go out nice and wide, looks inside. There we go. That's where you want to be going. Good hands there. That's a buzz.
Buzz, Jake Burrows, of course, number 1. Another one of the youngsters, isn't he?
He floats around, this boy. He's a good backman. He's a good defender.
Haven't seen any of this, and the kicks will end up in the hands of Geordie O'Brien, the captain or co-captain. Of course, he spent a fair bit of time at Central. Super footballer. Comes straight up the guts. That's what you want to see. Shortest way home, up the gullet.
Simple, direct footy. And then we go back out wide. Sammy Marcioni, young lad. He's a big boy, isn't he?
He doesn't look young, does he? He's got good arms on the lad. Good set of pipes. Cooper Wilson, lead up kick, beautifully done. He, of course, played Div 1 footy at Glenunga last year, was out at Centrals, played a couple of reserves games. Nice hit up kick. Looks for and finds Jake Wagner. Swings inboard. Idea was right.
Not enough on it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you kick
Heavy
it to
ball.
Cal Hay?
Don't get in his way.
If Cal Hay told me to kick it to him, I'd kick it to him.
I wouldn't be standing that guy in front of him taking that mark. Scary boy.
Brave. Nice lad, though. And they'll go. This time again, Cal Hay will
back
fly.
in. There he goes.
Bang! Nice hit down to Malachi ground level. Oh, quick!
Little snick forward.
That is clever. That is
McIntyre.
clever. deadly, some might say. That was just nice. He didn't boot the ball. He touched it.
Just a little touch, just a bit like Shooter McGavin, just tap it in.
Just tappy.
In.
He was on my network the other day, Shooter McGavin. Nice, lovely. It's like we're working in sync here. Who's got the ball here, mate? What
This
are the
is
chances?
Travis McIntyre. Well, he's kicked it. He can kick a winning goal.
Can he?
He can kick a winning goal. He did it at Kilburn last year after the siren, or on the siren. So it's a little bit closer to home this time. So I'm not going to jinx it like I did Malachi, but I'll give him this one.
The man they call T-Mac, lining up for about 30 metres out. Nice approach, straight lines. Doesn't get all of it, though. Doesn't actually make the distance, really.
That ball must be heavy. A few boys have struggled to get some distance on it, haven't they?
At the 4-minute mark, can't be that heavy. I just think he didn't time the ball, old T-Mac. But she's a close game. It's 2-2, plays 2-3, 15 plays 14. And Edwardstown started the year poorly, but they've actually found their rhythm in Div 2. Coming up from Div 3, getting smoked in the grand final. As the umpire says, free kick to...
push out.
No, I reckon it's his free kick. It's his free kick, and the umpire's just going, you know what? Don't worry about it.
Do.
Don't worry about it. Why don't
guys.
you take it? That is lazy umpiring. But, gee, they're fantastic, the umpires. We love them. Literally, it's his.
Brody Wagner,
whatever.
Straight out to the space.
The rocket. And he does. The rocket flies. He goes high. Oh, Edwardstown there, though. And they take it.
Sneaky one at the back to his brother.
Pardon me. Oh, I've got that one wrong. So this is Jake Wagner looking for his second, is it?
Here we go. He doesn't miss.
Oh, come on, mate.
18 straight. I think he doesn't miss.
You were amazing. Yeah, well, he's got the pink boots on too. You wouldn't want to miss with pink boots.
Nah, I don't even think I could do white boots, let alone pink boots.
Beautiful kick.
Straight through.
That is his second. He's proving the difference at this stage, and Salisbury North take a 5-point lead. We're just going to keep the chairman waiting for a couple more minutes, mate, because you've been outstanding so far.
He throws his weight around. I'm sure I won't end up in here for too much longer. Come straight out the window. There's not the door.
Yeah. So who would you say these days? Yeah, question without notice. Who'd be the traditional rivals of Salisbury North?
Oh, I think it's this is my little lad walking past me
what's his
waving.
name?
This is Vincent, little Vincent.
Get in here.
Come in here, Vincent.
Come
Come and have a chat.
Is it all right if he comes in and talks?
Come and have a chat.
Is it okay?
We're doing some commentary.
Come here, Vincent. Just got Vincent.
He's going to act shy. He's not very shy, this kid.
All right, I'm going to chuck this on your head, Vincent, okay? You're going to talk with Dad about the footy for a couple of minutes. This is Tommy Javor signing off. I'm handing over to the Buckskin family. I reckon they'll be better than me.
Yeah, Vincent Jr. I'll be senior, and Vincent Jr. is going to come and join me. Have you enjoyed the game so far, Vincent?
Yep.
What have you been doing out there? Have you been watching the game or playing the game yourself?
I've been watching.
That's good. And who do you reckon's going to win?
Salisbury North.
Salisbury North. Are you biased, or do you reckon that they're looking better?
I reckon they're looking better.
They're looking better. Here we go. But Edwardstown are going forward. Nice big kick forward. Dom sitting under it.
Do you play footy
Buzzer.
or soccer? You play footy?
Yeah, he plays
He's the
footy.
one.
Yeah, he's my footy boy. Under 9s here at Salisbury North.
Big game tomorrow?
And I think it's cancelled.
Yeah, they've got a game off this week, so Dad gets a Sunday off. No, it doesn't, because my daughter's playing. But we'll head off to the Crows game a little bit later, won't we? Go and watch that game.
We thought we were going to the Thunderbirds.
Oh, that's tonight. Yeah, Thunderbirds tonight. We get around South Australia around here.
Who's
Enjoy
your
it.
coach?
Jamie Sully.
Jamie Solly.
Oh, look, we
Yeah,
talked
the big
about him on
Jamie
the show.
Solly.
He missed the point to win the grand
Yeah,
final.
big Jamie Solly.
Oh,
He's
dear. He's probably after me, Jamie.
yeah, can't mention that name, but Vincent's coach. He's had him for 3 years.
This is my third year.
Third year.
What
Jamie's
position do
been
you
his
play?
coach.
I play all, but I usually play midfield and backlines because I can't kick goals.
It's all about the draw. He'll listen to the ball drop one day. Like when you get to about under 11, the importance of a ball drop.
Yeah. There's a little something in that for all of us.
Yeah. Edwardstown coming back through the midfield here. Nice little switch of play. Plenty of space out here. So the kick wasn't the best, but enough time. And there's that little Ebert again, the little goal sneak. Scored himself a free kick.
Oh, what for?
Played him. Very smart. Drops a sitter. Slippery ball. 3-on-1. Gives him away a free kick. Just had to keep off him.
Who's your favourite player out there?
Favourite player? Can look on here. Or
You like Wello? He's a bit of fan of Wello. You like Wello and Malachi, don't you?
yeah.
Do you want to say good day to your mum while you're here? Want to say hello to your mum?
How?
She can watch.
She can watch and listen and go back and listen to
You're
it.
watching around the world at the moment, mate. You're going around the world at the moment.
This is better than TikTok. Don't worry about TikTok. You're going to be famous, mate.
Yeah.
I'm already.
He's a trash talker already. I love it. I love it.
I'm already on a famous video.
Are you? Which one?
Like the Eshe Bra one.
Yeah, the Ashe. So when JD Sports and one of the TikTokers got him on the video, so went around the school. Everyone's like, yeah, that's my mate from school. And he thinks he's famous already now because of it. So
All right, mate.
Let's get back into
Can you
it.
say goodbye to everyone?
Bye.
That was Vincent Buxley just taking me out of a job, doing beautifully with the old man there, and just back behind the ball. It's Edwardstown taking the mark. No, we're going to go back to where it came, and maybe it's going to be a Salisbury North free kick, is it? Or is it Edwardstown free kick?
I think it's an Edwardstown free kick. It looks like Jake Wagner's on the mark.
Mate, I'm going to have to get the chairman Simon Warner in a minute. So anyone you want to give a shout out to, or any final messages for us?
Nah, I think today's been an amazing day. Thanks for having me on. Showcasing sort of history and culture here within Salisbury North. Our Indigenous around Guernsey, but with all the lads out here, it's a pleasure to be involved and to showcase what we do as a club here.
Yeah, one final question, mate. 801 AFL games have come from this club, from your Indigenous brothers, some premierships, Brownlows, All-Australians, Indigenous Team of the Century. Who's your favourite?
I'm going to have to... I was always wanting to be a Gavin Wanganeen when I was younger.
Yep.
But I only got to play with Mickey O, so I'm going to say Mickey O.
Couple of fairly handy players to choose from there, mate. Not too bad at all. Hey, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on, Jack. Thank you very much, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you after the game, hopefully celebrating a win. As the ball at ground level here, Simon Warner on momentarily. I'll just call the play for a little bit. Strong tackle, umpire swarming. When they swarm, he says, I'll have a ball up. About 25 metres out from the goal. Salisbury North, 21, leading Edwardstown 15. Fair to say it's a tight game. I reckon 8 to 10 could be enough here. The sun has come out. It's actually quite a nice day out there. And we'll have some scores from out of grounds at half-time, as well as plenty other. Edwardstown, they clear this way, that away. Looking for an open play. He comes and swings around on his left to the fat side. It's a nice-looking kick. Working back with courage was the Edwardstown player, but Salisbury North with numbers should be able to see it out without making last possession. Welcome to the call. Thank you for having me. The chairman of, I think it's the chairman of the footy club, Simon Warner.
Thanks, Tommy.
Is the chairman, isn't it?
It is.
Shit, you look sharp. I've sworn. You look absolutely fabulous, mate. Look at you. Blue shirt.
I thought I'd do the right thing with that many dignitaries here today. It was important, but no.
I polished my boots, so I'm going to give you that much. There's the ball right in front of us. Who we got chasing the ball? Is that Geordie?
Dion Lawler.
Dion Lawler. Just loses his feet. Must keep your feet. Good play there. I haven't called too many of their names. Nathan Dunn was winning the ball. Well done. Pardon the pun. And again, those hands are looking all right. This is Josh Hollyoak. Hollyoak goes along with that nice-looking left foot. Ground level, they get it. Repeat. He spins. Gets given time to do a 760. And they'll clear to the outer side here. Who we got there, mate? Is that Cooper Wilson?
It is.
Yes.
Sun's just popped out too, Tommy. So
yeah, no, it's a nice... mate.
Hopefully the afternoon finds up a bit.
No doubt there'll be a rainbow somewhere. Mate, there's a million things I could talk to you about. How good does the ground look with the Aboriginal flags? And
Came up well. We did it last year too. They flew a drone over it earlier this morning and captured some stuff for our social media. So it's pretty impressive. It's a big oval.
Yep.
Always holds up well in the wet. So no, it's come up well.
I've talked about it a fair bit, mate, already, but you must be incredibly proud of the body of work that you've started it with a lot of other people, Footy and that, but the club's really coming together.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a passion project. As a former player, it felt like it was my time to buy in and give back a little bit. So there's a chance. That's Steve Wellington.
Yep, started with Dryman.
Huh? Yeah, so the chance to give back to a footy club that I felt gave me so much. Wasn't my original home, but it certainly became home, and chance to give back to this footy club. And for 5 or 6 years now, I've been involved with this executive, and moved through some challenging times. We have had some tough times, and even this year's been some odd challenging times. But we've showed a bit of resolve. And with this executive, it's become a strong football club again. Financially, but also with our women's, our girls teams, and our juniors. So to get this footy club in this area growing again to be hopefully a bit of a powerhouse of the north is something that we're pretty proud of.
Certainly is the plan we're putting together, and looking at it from my perspective, which is where I work in a junior plan, like the plan was to increase the junior numbers, but make sure we also increase the quality of experience for those kids, and guys like Luke Harble helping out with some coaching, and I've talked about Macca multiple times, Beau Green. It really is a great place. It's a place where I always measure, would I send my kids here? 100% I would. I love the Salisbury North Footy Club. Plenty of battles on the field over the years, but always a place that welcomes you for a drink after. You leave it on the field, and a wonderful place for people and the community to watch play football.
Yeah, it's had some challenges with its reputation, and a lot of that's a long-standing history, but certainly we identified some strength that we needed and some energy we needed into that junior program again, Tommy, and even speaking to yourself over the journey, and to get guys like Luke Hable and some quality individuals come into this footy club a little bit in these support roles. Certainly we think the quality of our coaches, the quality of our support around those, and that network's going to obviously give us a big impact. And it's probably that connection between our junior program and our senior program had deteriorated. So to see that really improve under Beau Green and with David Hood's input, that's been a significant change too. And it makes something we're proud of too. We've got this junior numbers growing again in this area, and we want to be a club of choice, not just because of our location, but because of the quality of the individual footballers that we produce.
Yep, ball in here, 35. Beautiful flick there by Clawton.
Wellington.
Down to Wellington on the left, and well done playing goalkeeper there. We struggled that over the line. I mean, I could see that from here. He's in better position than me, so we'll just say Edwardstown kick in. Short kick straight up the guts, well played. Yeah, mate, you certainly... the junior program's going absolutely beautifully, and I mean, I look at our old club, Walkerville, a few years ago. I started helping them. They had 424 juniors, and not one junior player was playing seniors. It's something Gary Cocken, who you played with, said about. He took on the under 17 and a halves, and now they've fixed that. And I look at this group here, and unfortunately they're not playing today, but young Macca, little Macca, Brodie McBride, Angus Vandenberg, Dominic Costanzo, and so many others have come through. And there is the connection, there's the pathway, there's the bridge directly from juniors to seniors. And
it's actually really enjoyable to watch. I love it. Well, I love watching these young kids who you've seen as 12, 13, 14-year-olds. Some of them have come out of league programs and centrals and Port, and to come back and obviously represent the club. It's something that we're proud to see. And not only that, but the reality is we want to win footy, and having these guys, these talented footballers back in your club, helps on that program. We ultimately, first and foremost, want to win footy. So
we're here to win, mate. There's a scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tight game, actually, Tommy. It is.
It is tight. It's just honest Dow footballs. There's not a ton of highlights. It's just. Not being disrespectful to the play itself, but the pitches tell their own story here, as it's going to come out in front of us for once. Malachi underneath, just backing back, just does enough there, does he? No. Good mark by the Edwardstown player in Jared Schiller, and the umpire's found one there. I guess,
Dom Costanza.
Dommy Costanza. I dare say someone in the crowd's yelled he's been doing it all day. I'm not sure what he did, but there's a free kick. Take it. Ball at ground level. Just needs a little bit of magic here. Just someone to step up. A little cameo here. A couple of goals and a couple of minutes could break this game wide open. And I mean for either team. So... But again, their exit from defence, it's not always pretty, Edwardstown. Sort of make it your problem next. And they've done this reasonably well a couple of times today. The big switch. This is
young Sam Marciano here, another young junior.
Put together. Yeah. Finds Costanzo. Costanzo inboard.
It's Jamie Jones. This is really good pickup we've got this year.
Yeah, playing centre half back. Was named at centre half back. Yep. Down the field, but he took the mark anyway. So it's a bit like dancing with your sister, that one. Not much in it for anyone. But here we go. Little chiselling kick there, doesn't get much above breast height, and they play it well to the outer side, and they've got some space to run. Just this last link up, they look for Malachi. He tried to control the space, but the Edwardstown defender, well done, full credit there to Mitch Roberts, who's been okay. I've called his name a couple of times. He's been effective. A couple of good left footers there for Edwardstown, but this one will be seen out, is it? I'm not sure anyone touched that. That might be a free kick to Salisbury North. It is. Great vision there. Didn't even have to use my bino, Simon.
It's an interesting rule, isn't it? I'm an old school Tommy, and I'm 100% sure I understand it all the time. It's obviously, I think it's a key rule, though, that last touch.
Yep.
You know, it makes it so much quicker.
Well,
at this level, it makes it so much quicker. Just old guys like me think it's a ball up or a boundary throw in every time.
Well, I work for the SANFL, as you know, so I think it's a fantastic rule.
Correct.
Because
absolutely.
every fortnight they remind me
Yeah.
why I love them so much.
I think it actually simplifies the game.
Yeah.
I do think it really simplifies the game. So players get used to it so quickly.
Bit more corridor play as well. It's not hanging out by the boundary all the time. So, yeah, I don't mind it. It's a bit like, you know, if you had told me in 2007 MySpace wouldn't be a thing, I wouldn't have believed you. You just got to get used to these things.
Correct. Yeah, and they adapt so quickly. It's like some of those interpretations with, you know, some of the tackling incidents. You know, even we've seen it at AFL level. But you know, amateur league footballers have just adapt, in my opinion, of you know, feeding the change.
Beautiful play running down again. Malachi trying to protect the ball drop, and he's just outpointed there by his Edwardstown opponent. Probably Roberts, I'd suggest, as he's got the match up. Comes out to Mitch Newman. Spelled a bit funny, but effective mark. Good push down there. He wasn't used there, old Ned Parr, because he went a little longer and found James Uren. Okay. Nice hit-up kick there. Looks for and finds Aaron Anderson. Double A, the captain. He's a good footballer, Aaron Anderson. They speak highly of him. Oh, he just spilt it because he went to ground there. But he has looked lively, young Oliver Ebert. Kicked a goal of the year type contender. Down there, I'm not sure if you caught it or not from the boundary line. It was absolute beauty. As Salisbury North lead this one by 7 points, 20-minute mark. First one only went for 24, mate, so we might not have too much more time on our hands. Yeah,
there hasn't been many goals kicked, has there? So there's a lot of stoppage, a lot of contested footy still at the moment. I think it could be tied all day, this one.
Yeah, you think so?
That's Dion Lawler. That's over to James Wagner. Wellington again. Got a free kick, I think, there, Tommy.
Well, you take it, won't you?
And Wello's a pretty good shot at goal. He's been a good footballer for us for a few years now as a forward.
Do you think maybe perhaps the umpire was seduced by his lime-coloured boots, going, oh, I'm wearing lime. He's got lime-coloured boots.
I think it's outfit matching, isn't it, right?
Oh, he hasn't. Tell me he wears them everywhere.
I don't know.
Oh, they don't go that far, do they? Stephen Wellington, he's kicked 7 for the year. He's lining up from probably 40 metres out. Probably, if he's a left footer that swings it the way I do, it's a good spot. Now that's a beautiful looking kick. Umpire does not move. Straight through the high diddle. That's Salisbury North's fourth. They take a very handy 13-point lead, the biggest lead of the day, and that is his first.
It's going to be important, probably 3 or 4 minutes, I think. If Edwardstown can hang in, I think it should be tight all day. If the Hawks get another one now, it might just create a bit of a gap, Tommy, I think. So
yeah.
Could be an important last 2 or 3 minutes of this quarter.
And I must be looking... Oh, thank God. I just loaded the games for Div 1 because we'll have a look at Div 1 and Div 2 during the break. I loaded the C-grade scores. I was going to say there's some crazy shit happening today. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. Yes, here's the score for you, just quickly in Division 1. PAC 87. Old Iggy's 7. That's too high. Umpire! Good decision, umpire. I'll shut up about umpiring. As they spilled, well played. They just kept going. Jana Hands.
Jordy
O'Brien. There he is again. Wellington. That is just about mark of the day. Full tilt, under pressure, hands in front. He's going to have to kick from 50, though.
Too far out with that heavy ball, I think. It is holding up a bit.
Well, Jack reckoned it was heavy 4 minutes into the quarter, so... But, yeah, it hasn't... Oh, let's put him on his angle. You can call this one, mate.
He might give off here. I'd just be careful. I've seen Salisbury North set this up a few times. He might actually give off, so... Although Wello does back himself. He is always a guy that's backed himself. Just inside 50. Fairly tight angle for a left footer. He might have that on line.
Nice hit.
No, just to the left-hand side.
Actually had the distance, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just trying to...
Yeah, ball's drying out. Oval's drying out a bit. It's a sand-based oval. It's always been good here that water dries really quickly and we don't get any surface water, so the oval tends to hold itself pretty well in the wet.
Good mark. Well intercepted there. Jack Kelly, I reckon it is it? Oh, it took well off it. And
he slipped. He got touched off the ball.
Oh, bang! That one rattled his ancestors. It was all fair. Love and war. Nice little hit-up kick here. They're just working it forward. That's Alexander Moore. No relation to Roger. It might be. Who knows? Okay. Goes down. Watch the monitor, mate. You're not going to see anything. Katrina Hilliard had real problems with that. So I think it's a free kick back there to the defender. The young fella,
That's Bob Russell. Bob Russell, that guy. Ruckman's first game back, actually. He's been out for 3 or 4 weeks. I see that knee's still pretty heavily strapped.
Is that Jacob?
Yeah, it is.
I was told they call him Moose. I don't know about that, but have I been stitched up there?
No, I think that's still correct.
Okay.
That's still correct.
Moose
yeah.
or Bob, yeah.
Yeah, Bob is the one I've always known him as, but yeah, he's a talent footballer and a key ruckman for us we've missed for the last 3 or 4 weeks.
If anyone is listening and your nicknames are wrong, I'd just like to put it that Charlie Kiddo from Edwardstown gave me their nicknames.
That's Dion Lawler there with a long kick.
Yeah, and it was Macca from Salisbury North, but Macca's a very honest man, and they come in board dangerous spot, 2 men there, they should, and they do. Well done there. He actually impresses me, Jack Horgan. He just protected the ball, but kept his eyes on the ball, blocked the space from the big spoil coming through, and absolutely this guy, it's Alexander Moore again, getting absolutely poleaxed. So sometimes it's the little things you do that people don't see. It's not a stat, but it's a team first thing. So he'll line up 45 metres out, I reckon.
Could be an important goal, I think, in the context of this game. If they can hang close, second half should be a scrap if they can hang in.
Be inside the last minute, I'd suggest. So just pulls it out to the right, and it's all Salisbury North there.
It's Russo again.
Yep. Bob goes to James Lonigan.
No, that's Kelly, I reckon.
Sorry, no, yep. Pardon me, I'm Jackson Kelly. Host of players out. He's going to have to go long down the line. No real option here. Oh, Malachi. That's his core strength, isn't it? That keeps his feet.
Yeah, he's talented. Yep. Very talented.
Shake it, bake time, rolls outside. What a kick.
Wellington on the run.
I've got him on the outside here. Number 12, who's that? That's Wagner.
Wagner. You've got Paul Dryman chasing the ball down. Hopefully he can get a clean pick up.
Got numbers. He's got numbers. Oh, he just says, I'll do it myself. When perhaps the 2 men out the back standing there looking like they could have received a handball may have been the option he might have wanted to take.
Had the numbers, didn't they? I think it was 3 or 4 onto 2 at that stage.
Yep.
So it was well defended.
Yeah, it is hard when you get the momentum, the blood's pumping, it's running away from your brain, it's going towards the nether regions, and you go, go, go. You see that voice at the back to release out the back. But anyway, it is what it is. Handy lead still to Salisbury, 15 points. Salisbury North, I should say, pardon me. Eugene Warrior. He's certainly a lot calmer this tenure, I must say.
Yeah, he's a stoic sort of guy these days, isn't he? I think there's a testament of age and
maturity.
He's 10 or 12 years older than last time he coached here, and it's one of the things we've certainly talked to Eugene a lot about, and he's impressed us with his, with his calmness and with his attention to detail.
Yeah. Trav McIntyre sent it 4, but it wasn't to be. They'll repel here through Alexander Moore. He's having a real purple patch more. He's got it a lot more than lately. Oh, bang! He sold his mate into trouble. He's given the ball to Nathan Dunn, and he's just been done.
Yeah, Lonigan wrapped him up. James Lonigan.
That's nearly a savage cocoon of terror as it's over 26 minutes gone here. Definitely very latter part of the quarter here. Nothing silly, and they should see the quarter out. The umpire's swarming. When he swarms, you are in strife. And it's a free kick. They go quick. They go very quick. High up and under. They need a mark. Oh! No mark on that one. The umpire holds his hand up, signalling 6 runs. Salisbury North appealing for it.
Don't think so.
Maybe the siren took some time to travel over there, mate. So at half-time, they've just taken the score off me. I think it's 4-6 to 2-3. 30 plays. 15, yep. So goal kickers for Salisbury North, it's 2 to Jake Wagner, 1 to Wello, 1 to Paul Dryman, whilst for Edwardstown, Oliver Ebert has 1, and Alexander Ross. Is that right, Alexander Ross? Might be Alexander Moore. I think I've written Ross because I was writing, I was talking about Rossi. So it must be Alexander Moore with 1. Apologies if you're watching this Morey later on. I think you kicked a goal. I'm going to ask Edwardstown go. Did Alexander Moore kick a goal? Number 62, did he kick a goal? Thank you. Got ads? Yep. Okay, as the Edwardstown locals just help us, we're just going to take a quick ad break. We'll be back after these sponsorship messages.
Well, folks, we're down here at the Banner Crew. Our friend, supporter and sponsor of Between the Posts has joined us. Welcome, Jason Goods.
Thanks, Tony. Nice to be with you.
What can the people out there expect to buy from the Banner Crew and get looked after?
Pretty much anything that you can put your club logo on or a message from the club, whether it be, like you mentioned, a marquee or a flag or an A-frame or a banner, a stubby holder, a pen, anything like that, anything that you can pop the club branding on. Everything's customisable, so basically we've got an in-house design department with 2 graphic designers that can work toward getting the message across that you're after.
We're down here at 3 318 to 326 St Vincent Street, Port Adelaide. Jason, thank you so much for your support.
Nine News, teaming up with the Adelaide Footy League. Tom Wren on the ground at your club for Thursday Night Live, strengthening communities through footy.
Well, folks, we're down here at the Banner Crew. Our friend, supporter and sponsor of Between the Posts has joined us. Welcome, Jason Goods.
Thanks, Tony. Nice to be with you.
What can the people out there expect to buy from the Banner Crew and get looked after?
Pretty much anything that you can put your club logo on or a message from the club, whether it be, like you mentioned, a marquee or a flag or an A-frame or a banner, a stubby holder, a pen, anything like that, anything that you can pop the club branding on. Everything's customisable. So basically we've got an in-house design department with 2 graphic designers that can work toward getting the message across that you're after.
We're down here at 318 to 326 St Vincent Street, Port Adelaide. Jason, thank you so much for your support.
Nine News, teaming up with the Adelaide Footy League. Tom Wren on the ground at your club for Thursday Night Live, strengthening communities through footy.
Well, folks, we're down here at the Banner Crew. Our friend, supporter and sponsor of Between the Posts has joined us. Welcome, Jason Goods.
Thanks, Tony. Nice to be with you.
What can the people out there expect to buy from the Banner Crew and get looked after?
Pretty much anything that you can put your club logo on or a message from the club, whether it be, like you mentioned, a marquee or a flag or an A-frame or a banner, a stubby holder, a pen, anything like that, anything that you can pop the club branding on. Everything's customisable. So basically we've got an in-house design department with 2 graphic designers that can work toward getting the message across that you're after.
We're down here at 318 to 326 St Vincent Street, Port Adelaide. Jason, thank you so much for your support.
And welcome back to beautiful Salisbury North Oval, where it is Salisbury North 4-6-30, leading Edwardstown 2-3-15 in a crucial game for both teams' season. Obviously, we've talked a lot about it being Indigenous round and what an unbelievable round it is. The other part of today is it is, of course, the Breakthrough Mental Health round 6 all around the league. Breakthrough Mental Health. Well, I talked about it on Between the Posts this week. Check out the Adelaide Footy League website for more information. Look after your mates, look after each other. Let's use footy in the right way as a way to help us and support us. So, well done for the league for having this round. Obviously, normally I do the Div 1 game of the round. Today I'm at Division 2 for a higher purpose. Today has been absolutely unbelievable and I continue to have great guests. I've had federal ministers, I've had politicians. I might be being joined by Tony Zappia, who I'm looking forward to speaking to. I know I'm going to get a couple of the coaches in just for a couple of minutes. But let's have a look at the Division 1 scores at half-time because they're always interesting to have a look at. And at the moment, looks like I'm going to go for another 4 out of 5 this week. In a very low-scoring game at Pertaringa at half-time, it's Tea Tree Gully 10, Port District 34, 24 points in the good there. You'd be surprised to hear that there's a lot of margins, similar margins. In what the one I'm going to get wrong, it looks like Spock 46, Goodwood 21. That's a 25-point lead to Spock on a day where there's intermittent showers. Having a look at the broadcast, there are showers in the area. Goodwood, could they lose 5 in a row? Cool, could they? And I don't think anyone said this in the last 20 years. Could Goodwood be in Division 2 next year? Who would have thunk that? Old Iggies are getting their pants pulled down. 7, PAC 74. The additions of Brazil and Curran proving to be just taking PAC to the next level. Glenunga, as expected, 47. Broadview 23, probably right onto script there. And Brighton 33, Shock 50. So as we just see the Salisbury North team just forming the huddle there. Of course, there's plenty of great footy on all over the place today. And, well, none better than right here at Salisbury North Oval. In the Sandford, the Eagles lead Westies by 40 points. My beloved Bulldogs are ahead of the Bays by 2 points. North Adelaide are falling 7 points behind of Port Adelaide. And undefeated Sturt currently trail the Panthers by 12 points in what would be deemed a huge upset, but wouldn't surprise me. Panthers underachieving, Salisbury North overachieving. In the AFL, it's St Kilda leading Hawthorn by 13 points and Melbourne actually trailing Fremantle by 10 points. Now, you want to talk about names at Salisbury North. I'm going to use the word royalty. I'm about to be joined by Russo.
By the bar start, boys. I haven't touched it.
No worries. I'm going to be joined by Russo Senior. Of course, he's got a couple of boys. We've got one boy playing. I'm just going to get him to come on in. And you come. Jamie, of course. All right, just before the play starts, I'll get you to introduce yourself. Tell us your role at the footy club and tell us about your kids.
My role, I just joined the committee and I was Code of Conduct Officer for a few years.
Tell everyone your name.
Jamie Russo.
Footy, Salisbury North legend?
Yeah, C grade legend, mate. Not A grade. Yeah, so no, both my boys played all their juniors here and played A grade footy, little bit at Central's reserves, and yeah, one of them's decided to give it up and play golf, and the other one stuck around. So
fantastic. We're just about to get the third quarter underway, and what's going to be an exciting premiership quarter. The big men go at it. Neither one wins the ascendancy. There's been no major control in the midfield clearances from mine so far. How have you seen the game so far?
Scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit scrappy. Yeah, probably the weather hasn't helped, but yeah.
What I am going to try and do with you is call some of the play, because for the first half I really have concentrated on the day itself, and what an amazing day. I can't help myself. How good a day has it been so far,
Oh, it's brilliant, mate. Malinowski's here. He's a legend of a bloke.
Yeah, he just was pretty good.
He's absolute gentleman.
Yeah, Jake Burrows just running back with the flight there, takes possession, looks up and finds Carl Prosser. That's a hyphenated surname. His name's like Carl Prosser. It's Carl Prosser. All right, nice kick. Big Russo, is that your son?
That's the one,
Getting
mate.
Emotional, are we?
Yeah, no, all good.
Oh, fantastic. It was Cooper Wilson, the speedster from the wing. Can he pick it up cleanly? He can. He steadies from 45 and says, here's C-graders, here's the footy. Puts it into the C-grade marquee. Did you get to walk past the C-grade boys? Are they ticking along all right now?
Yeah, they're going all right. Yeah, all enjoying themselves.
I nearly got in a fight with them. One of them said, I'll come on an interview.
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want any of them
I
in here,
literally
mate.
said to him, did you win today? And everyone went, oh, wow, too soon. I had no idea they didn't win, but...
No, they did.
No. Bees won though, so
Yes.
beautiful. Nice inboard 45 kick there. That opens the field of play up now. But again, just light drizzle starting, and it's more just going to inconvenience heavy up the ball and make it a bit slippery. All right, to the far outer side there, about 65 metres out. Big mark. If you can't see because of the marquees, mate, you got the screen right here.
Yep.
Inboard kick. Oh, he looks to sell the candy. Doesn't quite buy it, but good pace there. It looks like it might have been Roberts. Roberts goes along to the wing. Ugly looking kick, but it's effective because it's cleared the line. But Salisbury North will lead to the play. They'll look inboard. They might even look for that switch. Dangerous kick, but it fortuitous. Falls in the way. Is that O'Brien?
Yep.
O'Brien, lovely looking kick, but beautifully read by Schiller. I think it's Schiller for Edwardstown there. He just kicks it pretty much straight to two Salisbury North players. Set his young friend a task there, and they'll clear. Should be able to get some quality use here. Looks for Wilson. Wilson flies with his opponent. Ball spills. Malachi comes charging. Here he comes. Makes his opponent very nervous. He doesn't lose his feet a lot, Malachi, and again, that's just crucial. They follow up with a tackle. And as you said, you described it, the key. Oh, he could be in strife, is he? Oh, and a little tapperoonie. Scrappy, fair to say.
Yes, definitely.
Conditions, pressure, the occasion, it's all there. Even some car lights coming on now at the moment.
We'll have to turn the big lights on soon.
Getting dark. Well, the girls are on after this as well. Who are the girls playing tonight?
I believe it's Edwardstown as well.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Quadruple header. Shout out to the girls down there. I saw them out in the ground at half time. So just following all the processes, getting everything right, getting their mind on the game. And what was your highlight from the Indigenous Elders Luncheon today, mate?
Yeah, meeting Peter Malinowskis.
Yeah.
Having a chat with him. He's a
bit of banter.
He's a genuine bloke, actually. He's he loves his footy, I can tell you that much.
He was going to come on commentary, but he had other commitments to attend to, which we can certainly understand as Hollyoak takes the ball with that nice left foot. He's not a nice left foot that time. Put his body behind the ball there, got it going forward, did well. It's got a few door problems at the moment. I'm getting cold. And it's getting a bit cold out there as well. Ball spills. You wouldn't want to come a nice overlap handle, but again, they've read the ball pretty well, Edwardstown. I've been impressed with what I've seen. On the internet, they were tipped to win. I didn't see that. I always thought this is going to be a Salisbury North win today, but it's far from over there. 15 points. There's a nice little Maltese Shih Tzu's just pulled up in the commentary box in front of us. Special comments, the puppy dog. All right. Love a good dog. So when did you retire, mate?
A long time ago. Yeah, probably 10 years ago, and I try to play one game every year just to remind my body that you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We've got a Masters team at Payneham, and I just simply say no.
No.
Okay. Oh, has he gone the barrel then? It's just make it someone else's problem. It actually lands. No one gets a fingertip on it. Maybe the idea was right. He takes the player on. Big, don't argue, and then steadies for the kick. Nice release. Wilson. He'll shake a bait. He'll take on his opponent. Good pressure, though, from the Edwardstown opponent. Allows a spill. Good, strong football. Mitch Roberts leads in the race to the ball. He gets tackled. The umpire runs in with a pretty funny, awkward running style and says, I love it. As Malachi, he's lucky not to give away a free kick there.
I think he fell over there.
He fell over, did he? Might have had some assistance. And then, it's willing now. Again, we apologise. It's just a marquee. The coaches, they're not tough anymore, are they? Sitting under a marquee with their hoodies on.
Get out of the rain.
You wouldn't have seen that from Jamie Thomas back in 2008.
No way.
Ground level. One at Red. Good tackle. He hasn't got rid of it. He's just escorted himself over the line, but Chainer Hambles gets it to release out the back. Fundamentals. Good play by Edwardstown. They get it forward. I said at the start of the game, and it was a big call, I thought. 8 goals could win it, but it's looking on song at the moment.
No, you might be right.
Yep. Again, just a little purple patch cameo. 2 or 3 goals from someone on either side. Could be enough. Who will that man be? Wagner's been the one so far with 2. Again.
Kick.
Oh. And he didn't kick. Good voice, though.
Didn't listen.
Kids these days, they don't. Who wasn't the guy called? Was that Costanza?
No, it's Izzy.
Izzy, yep. Clancy. Pressure, though. There's not a lot of uncontested marks here. Be interesting to see the Dartfish stats later on. Ground ball's been absolutely crucial. Both teams have stuck their head over the ball all day, so you give that credit. 65 metres out from the Edwardstown goal. And again, structurally, just looking at the way they're setting up behind the ball, they're pretty well organised here. It's 47. That's Richard Dickie Newell just setting up the... And they've set up the 2-on-1, so if it is a quick kick out, they should control it. And that could have been a free kick. The umpire says it is a free kick. Umpire Jamie Russo in the box here suggests perhaps it wasn't.
It's just
Oh, it was a little nudge, but
Yeah, it
then
was,
he
yeah.
went down and made like he saw it. One thing I have loved about today's game, credit to both teams, no one dropping at the knees today. I hate that stuff. And they've stood up and they've taken the tackles and they've done well. Can you talk us through this one, mate, as he has a tough shot from the pocket?
Oh, mate, he's going for a snap. He's missed it to the far side. Oh, is he? Jeez, it looked like it's went straight across the face. Not a bad goal then.
Who was it?
I'm not sure it was.
I reckon it was.
23, was it?
Was it 35 there?
The one running through here, yeah.
Which one?
Just at the high five. I think he's walking out that way now. In centre half forward there.
Yeah, he just scratched his head, did he?
Yep.
I've got the binoculars on him, he won't get away from me. Turn around, son. Yeah, he's getting a drink. So 27. It might have been Jesse Tomlinson.
Yep. Can't hear you anymore. I can't hear you through.
I can hear you. So
It's all right. No worries. All good.
You don't need to hear me.
No.
Well done to Jesse Tomlinson. He gets there third, and it's a 9-point ball game. Take us through the centre, mate.
Nice tap forward. Oh, he got the kick. I can't see him get it out.
Just bobbing around at the half-forward line there. Again, it's not easy. It's a bit like a bar of soap, but 3 handballs. But a savage double tackle there. Really nice tackle there. Good pressure again from Salisbury North. Who were the tacklers there, mate? It's easier for you than me.
I couldn't see where that was.
Number 5, that is, of course, Paul Dryman.
Yep.
Kicked an early goal. The big fella's Lockhorns. Good tap down there by Clawton. Wins it. Again, next goal now is absolutely crucial. There's 4 goals, 6 plays, 3 goals, 3. So 10 scoring shots to 6. Fair to say. And again, he just drops. Probably got one higher. This way, that way. Spinning. Looks like 22. Who was that one? I missed that.
Dom kicked it. Dom
Was Dom
Costanzo. Yeah.
Costanzo. And yes, cometh the man, cometh the moment.
No, that's Geordie O'Brien.
Geordie O'Brien.
Yeah.
What Geordie did there is he held his ground and read the ball best. And you called for it, mate. They have turned on the big lights here. The lights are on at Salisbury North Oval at 3:45 in the afternoon. So there's Geordie will line up for about 45 metres out. It's only 9 minutes into the third, but the ball's probably holding a bit of water. They like it off the boot. The goal umpire does not move. That is Geordie O'Brien's first.
Goal.
And it is, yes, someone's just called it. No, I'll take credit for it. Captain's goal there from number 4, Geordie O'Brien. He gets Salisbury North's 5th. There, 5 goals, 6. Edwardstown 3-3. Nice bit of breathing space. 15 points here to Salisbury North on a game where you'd suggest it's going to be hard to string multiple goals together.
Yeah, definitely.
Just having a look at some of the players on the bench in front of us. Isaiah Glancia, he's put together, isn't he?
Yes.
Big Malaya Armat, and I'm not sure who else. And in the midfielder rotations, I think we've got Clawton, McIntyre, O'Brien, and Costanzo might be in there. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, lovely. That's a beautiful centre break. Oh, this is what they needed. Setting it alight to full forward. Oh, just missing it. Cooper Wilson, was it? No, it was Jack Kelly. Pressure on. Probably the best centre break, the cleanest centre break, the nicest bit of play we've seen all day on what has been a scrappy game.
Yep.
All up. And right there, battling hard. It was your boy just getting the tap, I think.
Yep.
But they'll clear it. And they do. Ebert, I think it is. He's been lively all day. Got a hold of him that time. Quick kick. I'll get on the binos. Nice play there. So they come in board. They look for and they find Toby Case. Case goes down forward. Nice hit up. Well done. Hits up Phil Hopton, the Ram, they call him. The ball spills. I'm not sure what he did with the ball there, the old Ram, but somehow it ended up just forward of the wing for Edwardstown. 11-minute mark, third quarter. An Indigenous round here. Also, breakthrough mental health round. And he must have kicked it out there because it was the last touch. Yeah. Okay. Number 83. They've got a number 83. Who wakes up going, I want to be number 83? Zach Chapman. Haven't seen much of him today. About to come on for Edwardstown. Wish him all the best. Well, you don't, but, I'm meant to. Again, cute little soccer and then a quick underground handball there. And they should get it. Look like Cal Hay, is it? Gets it forward to the man in the orange boots. Who was that? Big kick.
Wagner.
Jake Wagner. And I'll tell you what, Jake Wagner has probably been the most important man on the ground today. Second game back this year. My experts are telling me. I've got people information everywhere. Third goal for the day, and more importantly, the sixth for the team. So he's kicked half their score as Malachi comes on. And was it Jake Wagner that kicked it? It was, yep. He just has a rest now. It's a little AFL type operation there. Kicks a goal. Eugene Warrior just offering us some advice. What do you got for us, Huge?
Can you? I don't know, I didn't hear what he
We
said.
have no idea what he's saying to us, but he's giving us something. I tell you, I was just talking previously as well. Oh, and another centre break. They take control here.
Hit him up.
Oh, good defensive pressure there by Edwardstown. Well done. Coming out is done. Done. Again, the marquees, they've been the bane of my existence today, these marquees. They're killing me. All right, but again, they just keep pushing forward. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Good play, Edwardstown. Boy, do they need one. They've got to arrest the stem, and they're just trying to push it forward in waves. Good play. Release Hamble. They've got the numbers here. They just keep going forward. It's got about 80, 90 metres now. Quick kick off the ground. And it just goes across the face. That was just without one effective possession. They literally, won
along the ground, yeah.
100 metres of just sheer pressure. That really speaks volumes to the game. Dangerous kick, and it's overcooked. Even I reckon he's at ground. That was dangerous. He's a sharpshooter. And he misses. Another point.
Gotta tidy that up.
Yeah, they probably two good opportunities there. 6-6 plays 3-5. Just a little safety kick there, a little 20-metre chip just to make sure. Let's make sure we get it over the half-back line out the immediate dangerous area. And he finds another one. Who was that just kicked it, mate? The left footer.
Lonergan.
Yep.
James Lonergan.
Lonergan.
Burrows.
Burrows, the man they call Buzz. Kicks it long, but not effectively. Comes in board centre half forward. Big contest required. Great mark running back with courage. Who was that?
Bobby Russo. Jake Russo.
I was just so I set you up for that,
You
mate.
did, didn't you?
Come on. I know what it was. It's gone back with the fly.
See, you should have said nothing.
This is where you could have gone. You're adopted. Bit much, but you can't kick it like that.
No.
Because he debuted as a 17-year-old, didn't he? I reckon I was here commentating for a different network.
That's right.
Many years ago up here.
Gavin Chapman was coaching.
Yeah, he was right in front of us. Jeez, Gavin used to go off a bit.
He did.
Yeah, 3 17-year-olds playing that day from memory.
Yeah.
So, again, Salisbury North always been great at blowing the kids. Nice interception there. Just spills the mark. Oh, what a tackle. Oh, that had some mayo on it. Good to see both players get straight back up and on with the game. You can play hard footy. We'll have a beer together later. Cow Hay just forces that body pressure. Again, as long as he doesn't mark it, comes to ground. They've got the numbers, though, Edwardstown. That's good play there by Parr. It's above par, that play. Well, the kick wasn't, and they'll come out and they'll relieve. Jack Kelly liked his game. Goes inboard. Just overcooks the kick, and that's a dangerous place to turn it over. Everyone running the wrong way. And they'll get it, and they'll go straight into full forward here with a nice long kick, you suggest, from Jesse Tomlinson. And it's a nice hit up. Lowered the eyes, hits a man 50 metres out. Now, he's still too far out to score for me. This is Harry Parker, the man they call Truck. And he's got one of those modern, haircuts that everyone has, like a little V. You got one of those?
No, I don't get it.
You don't get it? They've all got them these days. But it was a college cut when I was in the 90s, when I was going through year 11 and 12.
I had the mullet then, mate.
The mullet.
The mullet.
Yeah. He's going to line up from 55. Tell you what, Truck's got a fair old leg on him. Oh, right on the teeth. Who was that at full back?
As well, I dropped in there, wasn't it?
So he's normally playing up forward.
Yeah.
Big shout out to local sponsor as well, J&S Meats. That's Jim down at Elizabeth South. He's a sponsor of the Salisbury North Footy Club. Went down and got my weekly supplies from Jim yesterday, and he was wearing the Salisbury North shirt, ready for Indigenous round. I don't think he's here today. He'll be at the women's game tomorrow. But Salisbury North, so many great sponsors, and J&S Meats, just one of them. Who we got here, mate?
James Lonergan.
Lonergan. He's got a nice-looking left foot here. Comes out to Burrows. Burrows should look for and find Wagner. No, Wagner goes just a little short on that to Lawler, is it?
Yep.
Lawler, the man they call Baby D or Beezer. Deezer. Sorry, I can't remember that right. Yeah. Deezer. All right, big high flyer there. They call Bob. It's a better kick. It's still not that good.
No.
Cow Hay, they won't take him to ground. Quick chain of handballs. You have to go off the screen here. Yeah, it's probably just taking him out. Yeah, I'm afraid that one was there. Yep, didn't matter either way they marked it. No, free kick there to Harry Parker, the truck. He's got a nice left foot. Looks for and finds Joshua Hollyoak. Hollyoak, the co-captain, I think. Vice-captain, pardon me. Oh, what a contest! Grassroots footy at its finest. Oh, dear God. Those two boys are going to be sore tomorrow. Wowee. And look at that, just six a slipper in. Tell you what, it's picked up a notch. And, yeah, well done to the Salisbury. Ball spills, quick snap, and the ball should be rushed over. Yeah, well done to the Salisbury North player. He saw his opponent.
Oh, they collide. I didn't see it.
Yeah, Alexander Moore's fallen hard. I believe he's okay. But they called us trainer straight over. And that's what it's all about. You hit hard, you play hard, but we're not here to kill each other. Breakthrough mental health round. And he's just getting the support he needs. I reckon he might be winded. Let's hope. I mean, that's a best case scenario.
That's it.
I used to lose my wind every day as a kid. Haven't lost it in a few years, thank God. Every day on the playground, someone would whack you. She was tough, old St. Martin's Primary School. Yeah, they're just getting the stretcher ready. And the play will stop, the time will stop. Just while they do, we'll have a quick update. The 18-minute mark, it's Salisbury North by 18 points. I'd love to bring you some scores from Division 2 around the grounds, but we haven't got any. But what I will say in the AFL, which, we don't care about as much as this, two big upsets here. On the cards anyway. Hawthorn have beaten St Kilda. Good night multi-bets. Thanks for that. And Fremantle are up over Melbourne. But just looking at Play HQ and looking at Division 2, I don't think we've got any scores at all. We don't. So there's not a lot we can do there. And in Division 1, just as a player, it's great to see making it back to his feet. He'll just make his way off the ground. In Division 1, the only score I've got is PAC by 67 points. I'm here with former superstar Jamie Russo, of course, father of Jacob Russo and
Joshua Russo.
Josh?
Yep.
Josh is, what does he do? He's swimming.
He's golf now. Loves his golf, yep.
He's good too, isn't he?
He's not bad. He's down at Grange playing out there. Love the, is it the Live or the Live golf?
Yeah, Live, yep.
Yeah, was that?
Oh, great fly. Buzz Burrows. Nice. Had a good quarter, hasn't he? Been in everything.
Yeah, no, Buzz has been well. Going well.
Big fly. And right next to the rub-down bench there. Yep, you're on camera, mate. That's right. And we're going to have a ball in about 65 metres around from the attacking end for Salisbury North. Bit of pressure on this umpire here. You're going wide. Nice throw. It's a big one. Clawton, he's got his body to the right spots all day today. High up and under. Big fly.
Callum.
There'll be some boys with some bruise. Malachi this way, that way, yeah. When you start dancing, you've got to make sure you get rid of that ball correctly. The umpires will always ping you there. And the umpire says, no, it's not your free, it's your free. This time, in the second quarter, he didn't make the guy take it, but he is in this quarter. And they call Jimmy. Well done. Yeah, great spoil there. That was Jamie Jones. Yeah, Double J. Oh, and they just turn it over. Again, the middle of the ground is not where you want to be turning it over, but they have covered. So they're structured up well behind the ball. Cooper Wilson just has a look. Nice hit up. He shakes, he bakes, he rolls on with it, but again, just coughs it up to Aaron Anderson, who's worked back in defence nicely there. He comes to the near side to Hopton, the man they call Hoppo or Ram, and he has just not kicked that very well. Wellington now, he'll swing onto the left and go bang into the teeth of goals. That old line of goal adage they use these days might be hanging on there. That's against Callum Hay, is it?
Yep.
And it is. It'll be a free kick. Maybe Mitch Roberts back there. I've enjoyed his game back there. It's not Mitch Roberts, so that's irrelevant. It's Nathan Dunn. Okay. Pretty hard to learn all these new players in one game. I haven't seen Edwardstown. Coached against them a couple of years ago in a trial game, and, yeah, good kids. They're just waiting to come back on the ground is number 21, Don Costanzo. Ball in, 50 metres around from the Salisbury North goal. Under the light tower, which is on. Nice, good winter's day here. Couldn't complain. Though. Still a good day for football.
Yeah.
We expect this.
No wind, which is good.
No. Ball stolen there by Edwardstown. They'll kick down on it again, just behind the ball. Almost, apart from one pair, all players in one quarter of the ground. That no anti-density rules here. It's that AFL-type game. No one really more than 80 metres from the ball. It is what football is these days. He's going to be hot. Good awareness there by Dion Lawler. Comes to the near side. Marciano, the late young fella. Okay, I was a big fan of his dad, Rocky. Caught, it looked like. Bit of a shit joke there. Dion Lawler gets it back. Down to full forward, but at front it looked like, it's off the ground quickly, but it'll be just a 1 minor score as they register their 7th behind. It's Salisbury North 6-7. Edwardstown 3 goals, 6. And there's a score right there. I did say 8 a win. Well, they're getting closer to 8, mate. So and just picked off, probably picked off 2 a quarter as they have. They've been consistent, Salisbury North, and good mark. Behind the ball, they've looked good. And again, they're all set up behind the ball. So if they do turn it over, so they might take a risk with this kick. All right, down that line of goal. Oh, Malachi! He flew. He was off the ground 2, maybe 3 inches. Wasn't the biggest fly.
Looked all right, though. I think he's hurt himself.
I think he was coming down. It was almost landed by the time he got the ball in his hand. Yeah. No. I mean, I wouldn't want him taking a fly, mate.
No.
So, long way away from us. I might get on the binos. Ball's bobbing around at ground level. First to the ball and tackle. 2-man tackle there, the umpire says, I'll have it. So tell us, obviously we've got the girls after this today. What other festivities? We're back in the club rooms afterwards with the blue wristband?
Yeah. I don't know about the blue wristband. Danny might cut me off that, I reckon, by now.
Well, I've been on the lolly waters, mate. I'll let you call the game while I have a sip of what some... You're going to call the game, mate. Don't look so nervous.
Throw up here. Swords North forward half. Forward 50, sorry. Gives those block, I can't see.
Well, he's going with the binoculars. Yeah, go with the binoculars. Those binoculars. I've got to do it once a week. They're so powerful, you watch the players change their mind. Thanks, bit of talk, man. I love him. Shout out to Billy Birmingham. Doesn't listen or watch the show, but nonetheless.
Free kick.
Free kick, Salisbury North.
Yep. Jackson Kelly.
Comes in board to full forward. Big flies missed. Oh, Callum Hay nearly landed his lap. He just bustles through. Callum Hay style says, welcome to Salisbury North Oval. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Eat some dirt. And just misjudged the play there, but coming with it, number 17, that is Marciano, young Rocky. And they'll clear this way. What you have been able to do really well is slow up Edwardstown. They haven't been able to get that fast break going. It's been sort of a long kick out to the boundary, and they look to come inboard, but it's slow play, a lot of slow play.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just apologies if that's coming out on the effects, Mike. Somebody's just dropped their hot dog, I think. And I tell you what, that's a fair bit of ink on that leg. Tell you what. Who is that? Number 23. That's
Jade Moroney.
Jaden Mulroney, the man they call Swaggy. Not sure why, but they do. Costanzo with a thump, but falls again. He's been slippery. Good fly, but again, they've got the numbers. They've got the numbers. They should clear. No, they'll just see it out. That was Matthew Tuck that time, sorry. Just getting the ball forward, but again, working their way down the boundary line. It's getting time now for Edwardstown, 19 points of difference. They might need to take some risks. Roll it on the corridor. Not look for that static kick. Here he is again, number 10. That's Tucky. 31. That's a beautiful Ned Parr pushing it forward, but intercepted. High up and under contest here. Going back with courage where Angel's fair to treat his Phil Hopton. You expect nothing more. And again, everyone stops. The umpire says, no, that's all right. Keep running with the ball. And it just should have probably been marked there by Harry Parker. But it allows that man with all the ink. I'll tell you what, I don't know the name of any tattoo parlours, or I'll make a tattoo parlour joke, but they'd be happy to see him walking the ball. Jaden Mulroney.
I think he got that done in Bali, that tattoo.
Oh, God. Yeah. And survived.
And survived.
That'd be your entire Bali trip, surely.
Yes.
So, there's been worse tattoos done in Bali, no doubt. All right. Again, it's in tight, it's desperate, it's tough. Again, might have been in the back. No, umpire says have a ball up. About 50 metres out, just again, near those wonderfully painted Aboriginal lines there, the Indigenous lines on the ground. The whole ground does look a picture, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, they've done a good job.
And the T-shirts as well. Tell us a bit about, everyone seems to be in the Aboriginal flag T-shirts.
Yeah, Eugene, from what I heard, organised all the shirts for the C's, B's and A's and the women's. Mm-hmm. So good representation. It was excellent.
Good mark there for Salisbury North, deep in defence. Just a bit of signal coming. Eugene letting him know not much time left, 26-minute mark. Your favourite Indigenous AFL player? I've asked a few people this one. There's a lot to choose from, 801
I have to
games.
say Michael O'Loughlin. I've met him a few times. He's an absolute gentleman.
Yep.
He's a great bloke.
So back in 2000, I think it was 11 or 12, I was here. I came here for Grassroots Footy Show and interviewed Michael O'Loughlin and Eugene the day Michael played. He kicked 6 goals against Henley.
Yes. Was it Henley or?
Yeah, it was Henley.
Was it?
Gavin Colville was the coach. That was the year Henley won.
Right.
So they were getting a fair bit of airtime on Grassroots. So, but yeah, that was a wonderful day.
It was.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Very giving of his time. Like, I was using a prop mic. I had my own camera that I had to set on the tripod. It wasn't high tech, this Grassroots Footy Show. But that is a 3/4 time, which sees Salisbury North 43 leading Edwardstown 24. It is a 19-point ball game. Give us some of your better players for Salisbury North so far today.
I'd have to say Jake Burrows has been good. Wellington dropping back and helping out. It's been really good. And our captain, Geordie O'Brien, so far.
Jake Wagner, go mention.
Yeah, Jake Wagner. He's kicked 3 goals, hasn't he? Yes.
Yep, he certainly has.
Definitely.
No worries, mate. You probably want to get down at the 3/4 time huddle. Can you let Macca know he was going to come in just for the start of the last for a couple of minutes?
I will let him know, mate.
Thank you very much
Beautiful.
for being.
Thanks,
I think we're
mate.
going to throw to some ad breaks, aren't we? We're going to throw to some ad breaks, aren't we? We are going to throw to some ad breaks. We're back in the final.
9 News, teaming up with the Adelaide Footy League. Tom Wren on the ground at your club for Thursday Night Live, strengthening communities through footy.
Well, folks, we're down here at the Banner Crew. Our friend, supporter and sponsor of Between the Posts has joined us. Welcome, Jason Goods.
Thanks, Tony. Nice to be with you.
What can the people out there expect to buy from the Banner Crew and get looked after?
Pretty much anything that you can put your club logo on or a message from the club, whether it be, like you mentioned, a marquee or a flag or an A-frame or a banner, a stubby holder, a pen, anything like that, anything that you can pop the club branding on. Everything's customisable. So basically we've got an in-house design department with 2 graphic designers that can work toward getting the message across that you're after.
We're down here at 318 to 326 St Vincent Street, Port Adelaide. Jason, thank you so much for your support.
And welcome back to Broadview. Oh my God. I was just looking at the score from the Broadview game. Apologies. Welcome back to Salisbury North Oval Breakthrough Mental Health Round, and of course Indigenous Round at Salisbury North, where we've had a Indigenous Elders lunch to start the day. Mr. Peter Malinauskas. We've had a host of. I'm going to list them off. Kyra Ma, the Aboriginal Affairs Minister, Katrina Hillard, Minister for Sport and Health, Zoe Bettison, Minister for Tourism, Blair Boyer, Minister for Education, Tony Zappia, Federal Member for Macon, Matt Burnell, Federal Member for Spence, Michael Brown, Member for Flory, John Fulbrook, Member for Playford, Mayor Gillian Aldridge, Deputy Mayor Chad Buchanan. I could go on and on. Simon Warner, of course, the head of the board, the chairman. Of course, David Hood. We've got a host of people here. It has been an unbelievable day, a celebration of community, a quadruple header. And at sea, Salisbury North 6-7-43, leading Edwardstown 3 goals, 6-24. Goal kickers for Salisbury North, Jake Wagner with 3, Dryman with 1, Wello with 1, Geordie O'Brien with 1. For Edwardstown, Oliver Ebert, Jack Horgan and Jesse Tomlinson with the goals. So, just having a look around other grounds, I don't have an update on Spock and Goodwood, but it was Spock comfortably at the half. PAC are teaching Old Iggy's a football lesson by about 12 goals. And that one, I haven't got an update on that one either. Tea Tree Gully, looks like they will fall victim to Port. Port District, as I predicted, they'll bring the tackling pressure. Tea Tree Gully only scored 16 points to late in the third quarter. Port 42, so 26-point lead there to Port. You'd suggest that it'd be near impossible to arrest that, having only scored 2 goals all day. Glenunga continue to go from strength to strength. They will remain undefeated. Glenunga 81, Broadview 35, and Brighton 42 currently trail Scotch by 22 points. Trail Shock by 22 points. Sacred Heart 64, a 22-point lead there. But this is the game that matters. And at the moment, you'd say a fairly handy 19-point lead. Biggest margin of the day is currently with Salisbury North. Edwardstown will need to kick at least 5 in the last quarter. They've only managed 3 for the entire first 3 quarters. Where can they win it? They'll need to win at the source. But at this stage, Matthew Claughton has controlled the ruck and he's allowed Geordie O'Brien in the middle, Wilson on his wing, and others. Costanzo certainly to have some impact. Up forward, Wagner has been, he's been the most important forward on the day. And they will need the first one, and they will need it reasonably quickly. Now, I am alone at the moment in the final quarter, but I believe I'm about to get, and I'm just gonna yell out to him. I'm gonna try and get Macca. Macca, two. All right. Tell you what, how good is Salisbury North Football Club? The access they've given me and us has been absolutely fair dinkum unbelievable. So I'll let you have a look at the pictures. I'm just going to get a bit of feedback from the forward line coach of Salisbury North, Macca, Damien McBride. Tell us what was Eugene's words at 3/4 time.
Hey mate, how you going?
G'day. Sorry, hello.
We just need to clean up our forward line entries and get it in a bit taller. We got some firepower up there, and let's not waste it by giving shallow entries. So if we can clean that up, get a bit deeper, put some more pressure on their defence, and score quick.
Yep, just quickly, I want to hang on just for a minute or two. I think it's Wilson right in front of me. No, it's not Wilson, sorry. It was
Jackson Kelly.
Yeah, Jackson Kelly. I thought he's been okay today, and they puts the tackle on the big man. It's been a bit of a scrappy game, but if you can get the first here, it's going to go a long way to closing this one out.
Yeah, we really want to put the foot down this quarter and show up and show out. That's what we want. It's a long drive back home for them, so we want to be celebrating tonight.
25 minutes away from that. Wagner's been probably the purple patch forward that's done the damage, but in the middle, Geordie O'Brien, very good. Who else has been better players for today?
I think T Mac's played his role. He hasn't been rewarded with the free kicks with the 2 eyes, but he never does each week. And I think Jackson Kelly's been good as well in patches for us today.
Yeah. Tell me about Sam Marciano. How old is he?
He's a 17-year-old kid, come up through our junior programs. He's a star in the making. He's going to go far, that kid.
No worries, mate. Get a win. I'll see you in the clubhouse after the game.
No worries, mate.
Thanks for being so giving over your time. Send up the mean machine, Bo Green, if you can, mate.
Too easy, mate. Thank you.
Again, that's Salisbury North A-grade forwards coach. Was last year's B-grade coach. I got to coach against him, which is fantastic. And former Central District junior coach Damien McBride, as he just runs back down to commentary, out of the commentary onto the bench. And Salisbury North right in front of us here. Again, I've got marquees and boxes in the way, but just having a look. Good tackle there. I can see that one on the monitor. The umpire says ball in, and probably just the start that's apart from getting goals that Salisbury North needed. If they could just curtail any early breaks from Edwardstown, they'd be able to get a quick goal. It might just close out this game. Umpire throws it in. Oh, that's gone 3, maybe 3.5 metres, mate. That is pretty disappointing. And he'll have another go. But they do a great job, the men in green. Used to be men in white, now it's men in green. That one goes the required distance, all of 15. Clawton in ruck. Ball at ground level. Again, they handball out the back here. That's well done. It's Toby Case. Case goes down forward. Does he? No, he gets stolen. Ball stolen high up. Here's Cal Hay! And nice over the top run there. Good play. Good spoil from Edwardstown. It creates the forward movement, the thrust. Oh, but he is tackled. Cal Hay has followed that up. Oh, wow. What great pressure. And I walk into the box, the junior coordinator, a man who I work closely with and does a tremendous job. Welcome, Bo Green.
How are we?
Fantastic, mate. How's your day been?
Oh, full of excitement today.
Yep, speaking of excitement, they burst with excitement. Well done, Edwardstown. It feels all fortuitously. Looked like it might have been a mark there, but the umpire says, no, I'll have it. Give us a highlight, mate. I've talked all day about the luncheon and what the day means to the Indigenous community, but give us a highlight for you.
I think it's just paying homage to the Indigenous community and the amount of Indigenous culture in this club. It's rather exciting with the people we've come through AFL, as you know, Wanganeen and O'Loughlin's and Bonds and stuff like that. I think it's really good to give back to the community.
Tongarine, Warrior. Tell us, I've asked everyone that's come on this question pretty much, who is your favourite ex-Salisbury North? Oh, lead up mark, sorry mate, we'll come back to you as the ball spills, and they should clear it to the outer side, and they do. Just drops the mark there, but he'll go. Might be Wilson, is it? Hit up kick, well worked, and they run, they shake it. They look dangerous when they do this. They've got the overlap here. Cal Hay, he'll give off. Who's that? Is that?
Here we go, Brody Wags.
Wagner. Jake Wagner for his fourth. And he just bombs it through.
The pink boots are doing miracles.
Oh, Jakey Wagner. I tell you what, today's best on ground wins a Dartfish beanie, but the TJ Special Award for the player of the day wins the new Archie's thongs. Archie's, the best in footwear.
They are good, eh?
They are bloody good. My whole family wears them, not just because we get them for free. They are really, really good thongs, and I think Jake Wagner might be the one. I tell you, it's too bad we don't have a replay, but well done to the cameraman. Followed that one nicely. Yeah, the question was going to be your favourite Indigenous player to come through from Salisbury North.
Oh, jeez. Michael O'Loughlin.
Yeah, he's been unanimous.
He's done so much for this club and the community around it that it's just hard to beat.
Yeah, I'll go with Gavin Wanganeen, and obviously I've got a mate who's related to Gavin, so I'm probably a bit biased there, but yeah, I've loved the Wanganeens all my life.
Oh, I think that what Wangers has done for AFL in general, in all, has just been fabulous.
Yeah,
you know what he's done down there at Port Adelaide and Essendon with his son coming through and stuff like that. It's just, it's great.
They go out of side. They've looked dangerous to have done this. I've loved Wilson's game. Again, when he gets it, things tend to happen. I'd be real happy. Centrals might be having another look at him. He played.
No one's on Callum. Callum's all by himself there, isn't he?
Oh, eye up and under. They've certainly had a crack at Edwardstown. They just haven't been able to finish off. And credit must go. And they're normally unsung. Your defenders today have been really well structured, well set up, and there's been no easy entries, no easy goals. Ball at ground level now, 35 metres out. They take control of it, do they? Umpire finds a free, and it'll go the way of Edwardstown. 6-minute mark in the final quarter. Yeah, the year's 2000. It's September or October. I'm sitting having a quiet beer after work with Gavin's cousin, and through one's Jamesy Wanganeen, his brother.
Edwardstown's on a roll.
They are, right. James Wanganeen runs straight through the house with the Olympic torch that Gavin had carried. One of the funniest moments of my life. I'll never forget it to the day I die. Shout out to Chrissy. There's a big tackle right in front of us. And umpire Eugene Warrior
wraps him up.
Eugene just offering some advice with us. He actually used to do a bit of umpiring, Eugene. He was very good umpire.
He did a bit.
He's done it all. And now he's back leading this
many
club.
Talents.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And even today, sacrificed his team time for the luncheon, which was great. That might be a throw. Umpire says no. Quick kick there by Dryman. I've liked his game. Ground level. Oh, that's quick. That's a great pickup. This could be player of the day. It's electric. Running shot from 40. Bit of a push from Cal.
Cal even.
Jack Kelly has just probably sealed this game with an absolute beauty. And I've been saying it all day, I think 8 goals a win. We've got 8 goals now. They've kicked 3 all day, and they need to find another 5 or 6 in 20 minutes. It's not going to happen for mine. On Indigenous Round 2023 at Salisbury North Football Club, it's going to be Salisbury North celebrating tonight.
Yeah. Still got the women's to go after this, which is good.
I'm not commentating that, am I?
Nah.
Just checking.
Nah, yeah, I think you've put in a good effort.
Oh, I haven't been here since before 12, but have loved every minute of it. I said it earlier on, one of the best minor round games I've been a part of in the history of I've been around footy for a long time. It's just the atmosphere here today, the marquees, the blokes, and both teams in Edwardstown. Takes two.
Like, even every team that comes here, they get around the hill, they throw their support behind the club, they come and have a beer afterwards. It's really exciting down here at Salisbury North after the games.
Yep. I remember coaching here only 2 years ago, and I was coaching against Macca, my good mate, as the ball goes in the forward line for Edwardstown, but Salisbury North should clear it. And plenty of banter on the other side between my B graders and junior A grade there. A couple of the big graders were like, I think it could be a fight. He was like, there's not really a fight. This is just Salisbury North. This is banter. It's quality. I love it here. It's you know what it is? It's community footy. It's country footy feel in the city.
Oh, it's hard on their sleeves kind of stuff.
Yeah. And look at all the cars parked around. I mean, you can see it now in the picture. Oh, they're looking at the same picture we are, as you just come cruising through the middle here with an ugly-looking kick. Just ruined what was a beautiful picture. But all the cars around, mate, there's plenty of crowd, and it'll be great as well to see the girls come on under lights tonight. Awkward-looking kick, but effective. Just finds a player inboard. They'll release the handball out the back. They've done this a lot, but they've slow played from this. I would like to have seen them do that, release out the back and come inboard, as Salisbury North have done now.
Clawton.
Big Clawts. He's been good.
Clawts. He's been stepping up the last couple of weeks. He's been playing good football.
Yeah, I met him in the toilet. Not much more to that story.
I wouldn't want to meet him in the toilets, mate. He's a big boy.
Yeah. With a polite exchange.
Oh,
Wagner! Wagner! Tell you what, that was the old ambition and capability. Amazing pickup, but the big U-turn.
He's having a big year. Kick 18 goals in the B grade a couple of weeks ago.
18 straight.
Oh, he's just unbelievable. He is having a good year.
That'd get your confidence up, wouldn't it?
Oh, 100%. I think it's the boots.
How's the bloke tracking that he kicked 18 on going? Real flash should suggest. All the players ball trapped on the outer side. 3 players desperate to get back out in the ground here in the form of what do we got? Carl Prosser, Malachi, and T-Mac.
Malachi's back on.
Yep. And, I like Jack Kelly's game. Plenty of zip, plenty of pace.
Oh, he's gun.
That ball ground level again. It's been at the right end. Just the repeat stoppages, the repeat forward stoppages, been able to control the game. But that's again, they're well set up behind the ball. Edwardstown. It's probably a bit of a postcard for Edwardstown, this one. The same thing happened in the grand final last year. It was Golden Grove 9-2. They do set up incredibly well behind the ball, but the forward line might be their question. It's playing in front of Cowhay, and the umpire pays a free kick for holding there. It comes this way. Awkward looking kick. Looks for and finds Exel. I haven't called his name too many times, but there's one of those left footers that does look nice when he kicks it. Number 83, Zach Chapman, inboard. Here they go. Haven't seen enough of this. Oh, he's done well to get it back there.
Is that Sam Marciano?
With a tackle on Hollyoak, and he's just given away the free kick. Again, the umpire, been a lot of that today where the play has stopped, and the umpire's gone, oh no, keep going, you're up. You're up. They spin, ball pops out on the spin. Some might say that could have been a free, but we'll play it on. They'll release down back, and they've got plenty of support down back. They should come to the near side. Nice little hit-up kick, and he's got one down the line. And they're out of their dangered area now. You must be feeling all right now, mate. 31-point lead, 11-minute mark, final quarter.
Always.
Always
Nice
feeling
kick. Comfortable.
Costanzo, he's got spark. He's got something about him. Big claws. Just makes a contest. Little soccer kick. Cute. Wagner at ground level. Dangerous. Good hit by the Edwardstown player. Takes him off the line of the ball. Ball spills. It's bobbing around. Here comes Mao. Oh, good pressure, but not quite. And Edwardstown will clear. Oh, no, they won't. Fit of the fumbles there. And lovely turn. Is that Jackson Kelly again? No, that's massive kick. Tell you what, that was the Rocket Brody Wagner. Just trying to emulate his brother's exploits. And, yep, player runs straight off. Plenty of changes now, plenty of tired boys. Been a heavy day, been light drizzle at times throughout the day, but certainly a great day. Scott Rosenwig, the fellow ruckman, just looks deep in defence, and unfortunately he's got young Russo straight down the line, so he can't bomb it long. So he just takes the short option there. Finds Exel. Exel will swing on the left and inboard. Take it on, son. Zach Chapman with the fresh legs. Kicks it in front. The idea was right, but the Salisbury North player, is that Wilson again? bought his own ball in the last quarter.
Cooper Wilson,
Yep.
he is just
Excelled
great
out.
on his feet.
Controlled that wing, and he's a fit young man, having done pre-season at Centrals last year, and not sure if he did this year, but does move well above the ground.
He's definitely finding a home here, that's for sure.
Yep. He was always a player. I had the opportunity to coach him. When he's on, he's really on. He can have 10 touches in a quarter and really light it up. So
And he's light and zippy too.
yeah. Yep. Moves above the ground. He's probably quicker than us, wouldn't you say?
Oh, fair say.
Especially, what is now? You know when you're getting late in the game when these questions come out. What did you have, the steak or the chicken today?
I had the chicken.
Yeah, I had the chicken too.
Yeah, chicken was good.
Wrapped in prosciutto. If you are in the local area, of course, the Salisbury North Community Club, jump on the page. We have the specials regularly on the website, but it's open to everyone, isn't it? 7 days a week?
7 days a week.
I don't like to encourage gambling, but come and slip a pineapple in the poke, see how you go. Obviously, you've got all sorts of stuff
We've got
on.
the salad and veg bar on.
First time in a long time I've had a salad and veg bar.
It's quite good.
Outstanding. I had a bit of potato bake with the bacon on top as they just push forward, but it is Salisbury North. Sorry not to talk about the footy there, but it's important we let people know what a wonderful club you've got. Community club, open all the time. TAB, punting screens, there's probably dartboards, pool tables. It's got it all.
It's got it all, and we do netball, cricket, and all that down here. We do knitting clubs, bingo clubs.
Do you actually have a knitting club?
We actually have a knitting club.
I'm not sure if you're being serious.
No, I'm being serious.
What do they call the knitting club?
Oh, that's it. It's just called the knitting club or sewing club or something.
So my ex-girlfriend was part of it. Her mother was part of a knitting club, and they were called Stitch and Bitch.
You really?
Yeah, it's a true story.
Yeah, we have a Weight Watchers here. We do a lot
All
of
right,
stuff.
mate. Are you having a go at me?
No, I'm serious. The club does nearly...
I went to the salad bar once. Sorry. It's paranoia. Free kick 25 metres here to Edwardstown. Sorry.
I feel like the salad bar is going to be your favourite here.
Mate, I'm a huge fan. I've brought the kids down here. We've had the chips and gravy and all that as well. We've got all the bar snacks. And, shout out to, who's the gentleman in front of us that runs it?
Daniel Perry is our general manager and does a fine job of it.
Is it him?
Yeah.
Daniel Perry. Daniel Perry.
Dan.
Just give me a sec. We are going to follow the game, but I'm just going to get a bit inside to Daniel Perry as Callum Hay. Just right there, so going to answer some questions in a sec, mate. Going to promote the club. All right, Hay comes in board. He just probably spills it, but he's got time to play on. And they come forward. It's O'Brien. He's been fantastic. The big fella. No handball to a ruckman. This way, that away.
Here we go.
Another handball. Wagner of the Brody variety, is it? No, it's Jack Kelly minor score. So we've just got Dan Phillips, the venue manager here. Just tell us about some of the specials and what we got on at the club each week and whatever else. You got 30 seconds. Go.
Mate, we got some good specials. We do happy hour every day of the week, 3:30 to 5:30. We do $5 pints, Saturday 12 till 5 all day. $5 pints, come down, get around the boys. We have home games every second week, obviously. Get around it, cheer them on, and get them going. Thanks, guys.
Thanks to venue manager Dan Phillips with a salad and veg bar. That's right, a salad and veg bar. For you porky types like me that like a little bit more with your meal, get on down. It's sensational. Good big fly there. Look like Russo, but my vision is impaired and overlapping there. Nice play. It was Parker, I think. He probably dropped out a little bit, Parker, but just mopping up down back of Jamie Jones. Oh, ball smothered. He'll get it back. He's tackled quickly by number 62. That's not on my list. And ball at ground level was just starting to just have got enough control now. I think they're just going to not take too many risks here, and they do exactly the opposite of what I suggest. They go right across goal and they take it on. Good boys, Salisbury North. Win by 10. Straight through the middle here. Hit up kick. The game has opened up. If they get it down, Clawton's got out the back. The big fella. Mate. How does a big fella that size sneak out the back? Good contest there by Edwardstown.
Wraps him up.
Yeah.
No, spills out. Off we go.
Roberts, I reckon he's been just about their best today. I liked his game. He just looked very dangerous coming out and a good user of the ball. Falls over in the motion of kicking, trying to get it on down forward, and again working back. There's been a lot of that, just people making up that last desperate metre to create a contest. The umpire finds a free there for Edwardstown. Good tackle by the Edwardstown player. I'll get out the binos. Just call him that guy. And well mopped up there. Again, the corridor is open. It's Cal Hay.
Cal Hay.
Cal Hay, get out of my way. You just may. All right, of course, his brother, former coach, still running around in the twos today. Did I see that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, beautiful.
Joey Hay.
Yeah, absolute star. Both former Port Adelaide
coach here at Salisbury North.
Yep. And Jaina Hamble's too slow, son, but he gets his kick away. Goal umpire straddles the post, and Mitch Newman, minor score. And full credit to Salisbury North, who've been able to stop the scoring. Not that it was high in the first half. Just 1 goal for Edwardstown the second half. And it is 10 scoring shots to 15, so accuracy also a key. You're on.
I'm on?
You're on.
I'm on.
When I point to you, you're on. Cooper Wilson.
Cooper Wilson.
Well done.
He's back again.
So are you.
We got Draman over the other side. Spill out.
Have a look at that crowd. Beauty. The other thing you can have a look at, the playgrounds over there. I saw some kid doing...
Skate park over there.
Waxing the coping or doing methods or whatever these kids do on their bikes and their skateboards. There's absolutely everything you could want down at Salisbury North. So... 18-minute mark, probably only about 7 minutes to go in this one, and sort of that relaxed feel around the team now. They know they've won. Cal Hay coming off, big smile on his face. He's ready to rip into 9 schnitzels. What do you reckon he'd eat? Look at the size of those shoulders.
Oh, he's massive.
Yeah.
He's just a big boy. He's got BFT Fitness, I think it is, in Mount Barker.
Callum, any chance of getting you on for 1 minute? 1 minute? Oh, how good's this? We're going to get one of the players. Yeah. Is he going to get trouble? No, he's all right. Bowie, you've been outstanding. Come on. So this is Callum Hay coming out. The ball spills to the near side. Bobbing round. Edwardstown, good tackle. Just chuck that on, mate. And absolutely, what insight I'm getting from this footy club today. Salisbury North, welcome Callum Hay, centre half forward superstar. Thanks for being on.
Superstar back 6 years ago, mate. Not today.
Tough game out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, conditions were wet. I think we played as if it was dry footy for the first half. And it took us a while to adjust, and you can probably see on the scoreboard now that we adjusted the second half.
Jake Wagner, 4 goals. He's been sort of a couple of little cameo appearances to keep Bob up.
Yeah, mate. He's a jet. It was just a matter of time. Found a bit of form against North Haven, and then we just said, we need you, mate, up forward.
Yep.
And you have a look at our forward structure now. Bloody hell. It's a 6 to not mess with. So
yeah, no, looking good.
Sorry, 5.
Making him earn it. Lots of repeat stoppages up there as well. How have you found, what's Macca's instruction as a forward line coach?
Wet weather footy, so just get in deep. You have a look at the tall timber. It would make any defender shit themselves.
Yep.
So just get in the hot spot. Yeah, without joking, get in the hot spot.
Yep.
I know when I played defence, it was not what you wanted.
Yep.
Up high with tall timber, you wanted to try and lace them out every time so you could try to get that spoil. But
and I remember you as a fullback, a big, tough fullback. How long has the change happened? Like, how long have you been a forward for now?
Mate, as you get older,
you
can't chase anymore. All right, you just got to run.
Yeah.
Run. I try to use my fitness now because I obviously lack in the speed. So that's my strength at the moment. But yeah, not today.
Nah, beautiful. Must be great to play with all these kids in the team as well. Lots of young fellas floating around. There's one of them just with the ball now, full forward, just bobbing around. No, it looks like it'll be this way, that way. Who is that? That's
Wello.
That's Wello on the left. Goes
he's not a young fella, but
he's making a meter note.
Anyway, mate, I'll get back to it.
No, hey, you've been outstanding, mate. Good luck and well done on a great day at the club.
Thanks, mate.
No worries. That's it. That was Cal Hay, Salisbury North veteran now, you'd say. It's fair to say. It's been his brother, a former coach. He was a star player. I think he was on Port Adelaide just there for a while as well. I can't thank Salisbury North. I mean, they've asked me to come out. They've been so giving. They've given me politicians, players, administrators, and everyone to help me, support me today. And big thanks as well to my crew here. Been outstanding. Hopefully the coverage has done it justice. I know at times today, and I want to apologise, I haven't always called the play. I talked about football. But in my opinion, today means much more than football. And this Indigenous round and mental health breakthrough round, absolutely crucial. As the umpire just says, I'll have a ball up as the steam. I wouldn't say it's going. I wouldn't want to be out there now. 45 metres out from the Salisbury North goal as they lead by 32 points at the 22-minute mark of the final quarter. Again, I'm probably a bit grumpy. I'm still flat that all my multi-bets are dead. St Kilda, what are you doing? And let's pay credit to Edwardstown. They're still fighting. This is Mitch Newman now across half forward. Again, the game has opened up. He goes inboard. Looks for Dickie Newell. Dickie Newell goes down forward. Quick kick, but leading into the play. Well done, Salisbury North. Just making it someone else's problem. Getting it out. Getting the overlap handball now. Again, those bloody marquees are in my way. You can't see them, but believe me, they're blocking my view. Never mind. Ball will come back in through Edwardstown. No one there to contest the ball, but leading in it looked like it's the truck. Truck gives off. Underground kick there by Ned Parr. Have to stand up on the screen. And they get it. Oh, running into open goal. Well, sometimes it's just not your day, and it's a minor score for Edwardstown. 8-9 plays 3-8. It's 17 scoring shots to 11. It is a 31-point margin. You'd be happy if you took the unders today on today's game, as just a grand total of 83 points have been scored. Once again, thanks to everyone that's been in today. It's been great to hear. I mean, federal ministers, to hear from them and hear their value that they place on this in the community. It is Reconciliation Week, and it should be part of all our lives. One of the very strong messages in the luncheon today was vote yes. Let's give our Aboriginal brothers and sisters a say the right way. Lots of great aunties and uncles today. It's great to see them. Good to see Eugene Warrior's dad in there. Nev Abdullah. They were all there. Ball comes out wide now. Edwardstown leading to the race about half-forward. Trainer just does a little skedaddle to get out of the way. Good little hustle. She's stolen my running style. Chainer handballs there. Ends up with Cooper Wilson. That man again. He must have had 30 touches today. And they're off and running. Brody Wagner looks for Malachi. Malachi flies. Ball over the back. Again, the extra number that they seem to have behind the ball, Edwardstown, allows them to clean up. Good play. Looks for and finds Jesse Uren. Uren. Nice little mid-distance kick. Looks for and finds Aaron Anderson. Anderson inboard. Experienced Edwardstown player there. But dropped. I believe what he should have taken. Is that Horgan? I'm not sure. No, it's Ebert, sorry. A couple of similar-looking little players. Really crafty. I can see on their day how they could really damage teams. Well done at ground level there. The big fella. The big ram, Phil Upton. And again, good tackling pressure. And I'd be interesting to see the Dartfish stats. There'll be a lot of tackles today, but that brings this one to a close. It is Salisbury North 8-9, 57. You've taken the score off very quickly. It was Edwardstown 3-8, 26. A 31-point win there to the boys from Salisbury North. Goal kickers, Jake Wagner kicked 4, and it was singles to Paul Dryman, Wello, Geordie O'Brien, and Jack Kelly for Edwardstown. I believe it was Oliver Ebert, Jack Horgan, and Jesse Tomlinson, all with 1. All good goals as well, which suggests perhaps maybe they just didn't find a way to score the easier goals. They scored 3 pretty challenging, difficult goals, high degree of difficulty on all of them. Well, again, I'd like to thank those that join me in the broadcasts. Katrina Hilliard, who of course is the Minister for Sport. We had Jake Buckskin, who did the Welcome to Country, was unbelievable. We had Bo Green. I was going to get Eugene Warrior. This is just unbelievable how good this is. I was going to just throw the headphones on. The Salisbury North coach, Eugene Warrior. Mate, thanks for joining us. Great win by the boys.
Pleasure. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it was good. Obviously doubled the score, so certainly good to get back in the winner's circle, which is a relief, and especially today, given Indigenous round, it's certainly good to get the win. So, as I say, 2 points is 2 points. So
4 goals to Jake Wagner. A couple of little cameos stepped up when the time came. But I've got to give away 2 awards today. I've got to give away the Archie's thongs and a beanie. I thought...
Can I have the beanie?
You can have the beanie. I thought Geordie O'Brien was very good. Better players for you, mate.
Oh, look, as a coach, it's more of a... I'll look for a team effort, which is good, but certainly Geordie O'Brien, our captain, certainly led from the front today. It was fantastic. Matthew Claughton in the ruck was really good.
Yeah, he was.
Young Sam Marciano played some really good footy for us. He's a 17-year-old kid down back, and he was fantastic. James Lonigan, I thought our whole back 6 was good, but, when you look at it, probably the guy that was really good for me was Cooper Wilson, number 8 on a wing. His elite pace is fantastic.
He was.
We really love the way he goes about it, so it's fantastic.
No worries. I'm going to jump into the club rooms a little bit and give them an award if I can. Mate, I know that you've got to go sing the song. Thank you so much, Dave. Indigenous round, absolutely brilliant.
Beautiful.
Well done to you and the club,
Cheers, mate. Thanks,
Thank you.
Bye.
That was Eugene Warrior. He's going to rush off again. I mean, I've had assistant coaches. I've had everyone come in today. I could not thank them enough. On behalf of Filming Footy, Dartfish TV, the Adelaide Footy League, I want to make one more mention of 3 people who really make everything possible, and that's David Hood, Simon Warner and Bo Green, who behind the scenes have formed a group about 6 months ago, and the decision was made that they don't want Salisbury North to be a Div 2 club. They wanted to be a Div 1 club. Now, there was an issue with some points, which wasn't ideal, but this club is a club moving in the right direction. They've got great young kids, they've got good juniors, they're well structured, they've got a great actual community club behind them, they've got women's football, junior football, they've got everything in the right place, and sometimes you make your own luck. These people are making their own luck, and as someone who works in the zone for the Central District Football Club, I'm incredibly proud of what they're achieving. Us here at Salisbury North Oval. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.